Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Is This an Education? Our City of Mist contemporary fantasy community college adventure show, starring the stars of the Mystery Club, who are being played by my amazing players. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
And where we left off last time, the Mystery Club has infiltrated the Dean's office in an attempt to find any secrets, any incriminating information, anything that can shed a light on the murders that have been happening in the college for so many years. And in the process of doing that, they met Mel, the helpful, rather sad spirit assistant secretary, who they swiftly got out of the way. And upon entering the Dean's office, they realized that he's not there. He's off golfing or something like that, and so they decided to start rifling through his stuff, finding a mystical filing cabinet that led to a city block filled with various bits of encrypted information. And in navigating the city block, there were many defense mechanisms, a giant paperclip monster, various other nasty traps and tricks there. But ultimately, the Mystery Club managed to find their way to the central zone within this labyrinth, and they uncovered some of the Dean's most secret and protective documents by finding the password he wrote down. Let's be honest, everybody, don't write down your passwords anywhere. And absconding with the secrets, they quickly got out of there before a giant beast destroyed them. Not before Verity got viciously clawed by many paperclips, as did the bus they were escaping on also get completely wrecked in the process. But now we are witnessing the Mystery Club leaping back through into the real world, and in the process they are bringing their bus with them, and we rejoin where the bus is crashing directly into the Dean's office. So, to start off, I need everybody in that bus to face danger, and anything that can help you survive an extremely high velocity car crash can apply as a tag.
Oh boy, I'm so glad I min-maxed for this occasion.
Are we dead?
That was so
Maybe.
nice.
You might be, Verity. You weren't looking good after the after the
God.
God.
What happens when a character dies in this game?
I mean, what do you expect?
I don't know.
They're gone. They're
We
gone.
die?
Rival instinct, athletic. Does gotta go fast apply because we are crashing?
You gotta go slow right now. Going fast is what's leading to your potential death right now.
That is very fair. That is very fair.
Can I use the weakness tag Tangled to give
No.
myself a seatbelt?
Unfortunately, that's kind of not in the spirit of a weakness, so I'm gonna say no, unfortunately.
Hey, Verity, you are hurting really bad. You should maybe see if you can't use keep calm so you don't die.
Does keep calm? I don't know how.
And
Like,
carry on. Carry on means
the carry on
living.
Carry on living.
I
I
think
thought
it
keep calm and carry on meant emotionally, not in a car crash.
No.
Just keep calm and walk away from a
Well, I mean,
blazing
if
Put
you
your
fire
blood
behind
back
you.
in and keep going.
Stop
If you
being a
are
coward,
calm
get
and
up.
like you keep your muscles loose, that can reduce the amount of injury that you get. This is why flexibility is important.
Sure,
If you do
sure.
want Verity, if this is as this is happening, if you would like to somehow use your bonds to change the game to somehow prevent your imminent
I
death,
don't think that's.
you don't think it's
I can't think of
necessary?
anything.
Okay.
I don't think that'll work. Okay. So what are we rolling?
So you're rolling face danger, both of you. All right, it's a mild
great.
success from Juniper, and a great success from Verity.
I'm not
Yay!
dead.
It says you take no status at all, and I'm just looking at City Mist like, but how though? All right, so Juniper, you're going to take a status right now, but it's going to reduce by 1. So this is going to be a status of 3 you're going to take, and we're just going to call it crushed. Crushed as this bus slams this. Verity, I think what happens with you is effectively a windshield cannon moment of you are not adequately positioned within the bus to be safely deposited in any kind of corner, which might serve to your advantage because you are thrown out of the windshield, sail clean through the Dean's door into the little reception area there, and bursting out the door there as well. And I think at this point, Lila, having escaped from, we'll say, the library prison you have been trapped in for the
Time dilation field, let's say,
session,
yeah.
yes. You come to the dean's office. It's fairly late in the school day right now. Most people have gone home, but of course there are still some people sticking around doing stuff. And at the door leading to the reception area for the dean's office, a sudden sickening crash, explosion, kaboom, shaking of the walls, immediately followed by a flying horizontal Verity smashing through the door, and splinters flying everywhere, and them crumpling in a heap in the corridor in front of you.
Immediately go to help the Verity. Are you okay?
Surprisingly okay.
You look at Verity, and through some, they seem okay, except for these large sort of lacerations across their back that look quite nasty. Probably a bit of blood spewing at this point.
They still give you a thumbs up, like, not dead.
Is anyone dead?
Their smile drops. They're just like, is anyone dead?
You look back, Verity, and you can see that there's a lot of smoke and sort of plaster dust scattered up into the air right now. There are many cracks in the walls, and through the door leading to the dean's office itself, you can see that there is a totaled, crumpled bus that you somehow conjured up from this world, and within the wreckage, you can hear the sounds of your friends groaning and moaning in pain.
We gotta go.
They've turned back to Lila. Nope, I hear all of them, so.
Oh boy.
We gotta go, guys. We gotta go.
I go to try to get them out of the wreckage.
Yeah,
Not firemen, but we're gonna try.
It's a bit tricky because there is basically an entire bus compressed into the space of the dean's office, and the dean's office is decent spatially wise, but it is not enough to accommodate an entire bus. This thing is crushed, crumpled. You can see at the very end of it, it is shrinking and shrinking until it is compressed into a filing cabinet drawer, and it seems to disappear further within. And other than that, it is a complete catastrophe in this room right now.
I check on okay, Verity's okay. Oh my god, why am I blanking on names?
Desmond,
Desmond,
Juniper.
Desmond and Juniper, I check on that. I'm panicking. Oh my god.
Yes.
We can't panic. We just need to leave. We just need to get out of here before we get caught. We gotta.
You can see that Juniper looks very beaten up, but appears to be able to is bouncing back from this fairly well. Desmond, on the other hand, looks in quite bad shape. He's not entirely moving, and you also see an old lady around there too, sort of rocking back and forth right now.
Okay, so that old.
Do I recognize the old lady?
Yes, this is Millicent, a student at this college you've met a few times.
I look at Juniper and just go like,
She kills people. She totally admitted to it last time. And I have to be okay with it because you don't tell a murderer you're not okay with murder because then they murder you.
Right now, she is scrambling up to Desmond.
no, I get between her and I'm just like, no, murder lady near him.
She looks at you. She also looks like quite badly beaten up as well, and she says, "Murder lady? What? It's Millicent." And she grabs your hand, and then she grabs Desmond, and she says, "I need to borrow something real quick. And I need you to face danger once again. For the first time, actually, Lila. And anything that can help you resist magical life siphoning will help you out in this moment."
I might have something. I don't know, does mental shield help?
No, this is very much a physical effect.
A physical thing. Okay, in that case, we are gonna go with just determination. We're just gonna grit through this.
Alright.
I do have medical know-how. Does that help?
No, this is straight up magical.
This
your
is
life
just straight
force
up
being
magic.
sucked
Okay,
away.
okay,
There's
so
no
that's
biology
it, yeah.
test attached to this.
Let's see. I wish that might have been better.
If only.
Let's see. This is face danger.
Yes.
Great success.
Great success.
All right.
Excellent. So there is a sudden sort of wellspring of power that bursts through within you, and with a sort of a flash of this purple light, you immediately repel this old lady away from you, and you can see that her pupils immediately shrink down at the sight of this, and she kind of looks with sort of horror-struck awe. As you repel her attempts, and she kind of takes a moment to compose herself, and she says, "Do you want me to save your friend or not?
What are you trying to do, miss?
Put life into his dying body. Who are you anyway?"
Explain that.
That generally isn't important when you try to save a life. Didn't you take any first aid? Out of my way!
Magical first aid.
She pushes you to one side, and you see she extends a hand up, and you see outside the one remaining window in this place that's still intact. The trees outside, a beautiful sort of autumnal scene, lovely sort of orange and yellow leaves, immediately wither and turn grey and black as Millicent appears to drain all life force that she can see out of the window and conjures it in this green energy that flows through one half of her body and expels out the other, and immediately is shot into Desmond. And she says, "It would have been better if I had some human energy." And you hear Desmond breathe haggardly.
I shove her away and I just pick Desmond up to the best of my ability.
How strong is Lila?
Not very. We haven't been...
Desmond's a fairly muscly toned person.
Okay,
as well.
okay, then all right. I hook my arms underneath his and just like start dragging him out the door, and I'm just like, we can get him to the nurse's office.
If we go to the nurse's office, they'll know we did something.
This is an insane school. People die here all the time. They're not gonna ask questions.
So you're totally gonna ask questions, and I can't have that.
Okay. How far away is the fire department?
Quite far away.
Never mind.
Just take him, have him do his magic door trick, and then he can go get.
He's not conscious.
Well, he probably has the key on him.
At this point, Verity, you see the janitor that you met a while ago, whose name is Adrian, sort of a stooped over, sort of prune-faced, kind of sort of amenable-looking guy, sort of wanders up and sort of looks around and is like, "What the devil just happened here?"
What
Verity
floor are
waves
we
just
on?
like, "Hi, friend," and then they look back at the vest. "We'll clean it."
He kind of looks for a second. He goes, "Clean what? What exactly? Oh, hold on. Let me see what's going on here."
What floor are we on, Thomas?
You're on the ground floor.
I jumped out the window.
It is not open, so you hear a smashing of a window, and Adrian's like, "Oh, sounds like something's broken." And you like at this point the smoke is billowing in as well, and he looks to you, Verity, and he says, What happened? Is the dean okay? Hello?"
The dean is not here, and everyone's okay. The person who was here, was already dead when we got here, referencing the ghost. So technically everything is fine. Yeah.
He just looks completely awestruck right now, just trying to process this situation, eyes glazed over.
I pull on Verity. Say, "We're not here. Tell him we're not. Like, he didn't see anything. Like, just."
Very nuts. Yeah, so none of us are here. Definitely not Juniper and Lila and Desmond and a person named Millicent. We were definitely not here. Turn back, give Lila a thumbs up.
He kind of holds up his hands and he says, "Look, I'm not really, is everyone okay, first of all? And what mess needs to be cleaned up, second of all? Is the building about to collapse?"
Can I do like a first aid check on Desmond
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
on Verity?
Go ahead and roll investigate to see how, to sort of diagnose them both.
Okay, this is where I think medical know-how comes in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Meanwhile, Juniper, you're making a grand escape. You're outside. You land amongst the blackened vegetation outside that just crumbles at your touch. What's the plan?
I have my stolen documents and I need to get them to the apartment before anyone knows that I stole these documents, so I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm just like running.
Sounds good. You well, it's more of a limp run, but yes, definitely.
I have roller skates. They can propel me forward, Thomas.
Perfect. All right, you make a great escape. Meanwhile, with the investigation, oh, that's a miss.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Lila, everything your mother has taught you is completely, you're blanking on all that knowledge right now.
Panicking.
A part of you is realizing, oh, if Desmond broke his back, I probably just made it 20 times worse by moving him right now. And so
Also,
that's flooding your
Katie
head.
just realized that too.
So all these horrible things are like through your mind, and it's not making for an effective bedside practitioner of medicine. So yeah, it's just a chaotic situation. Verity, you seem to be the only one right now who has who has your composure. So what are you doing?
Wait, Desmond isn't up yet, right?
No, Desmond appears to be unconscious and quite badly hurt.
Okay. I guess I kneel down to Millicent and Desmond, and she's like, okay, I think I know. I can help. And like, I can help, right? Does it have to be Lila? Can it be me? And then we can all get out of here? Yes, we're all good. We're all fine.
Millicent, who is like very hardly? No, what's the word I'm looking for?
Hardy?
Forcefully pressing onto the side of her face. She looks at you and she says, I already drained you earlier. It wouldn't be good.
But I won't die though, right?
Well, barring any major complications, no.
Oh.
Listen, I'll split it between you two. And this
Sounds
one.
good.
And she grabs the Adrian's arm, and he's like, what the? And holding onto all three of you at once, this old lady, actually in the process to do that, she would have to let go of her face. So you all see just a piece of her face just slowly peel off, revealing something underneath, this sort of porcelain that you can see below her flesh. And she is going to use her magic to siphon some energy from all of you and give it back to Desmond. And Desmond's eyes flicker open as the energy is transferred. Unfortunately, you are both going to take a status of 1, which is going to be drained. So any physical or energy-like spectrum you've got right now, go ahead and add it to that. But yes, with that, Desmond is awake. Very confused, very disoriented, probably in shock, just trying to get a grasp of the situation. And with that, Millicent says, nobody be a snitch now! And she knocks over Adrian the amateur and she starts running away.
Bye, Millicent, thanks!
Okay, Adrian, are you okay?
He kind of like pulls himself up a little bit and is like rubbing the back of his head. He's like, oh, don't worry about me. I've been doing very strange things at this school. And he says, all right, let's look at the damage we've got over here. And he starts walking over to the dean's office. What exactly happened here?
The less you know, I think the better.
Well,
Plausible deniability.
I got a lot of paperwork to fill out. Here we go. And he starts shuffling out of the room.
Verity, you are bleeding.
I think they do like one of those dog moments where they like try to look at their own back, but they just wind up spinning in circles. Hi, Dad.
It's Adrian.
Don't mind me, just cleaning up. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but both Verity and Lila, you're still both at the scene of the crime right now. What is the plan?
I guess if Desmond looks okay to move, we'll move him and then we'll get out of here. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
guys? Okay.
Back to the apartment.
One of you under each shoulder. Yeah, he's being very stoic. But he looks like he's still quite badly hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my mom.
Okie doke. You want to call her on your way to pack everybody into Jerry?
In the car, yeah, just in
Sounds
Jerry,
good.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, you phone her up. What do you say?
Hey, Mom, could you maybe, doesn't necessarily have to be you, just someone who, maybe can stitch wounds. Show up at the apartment, please.
She says, "I taught you to stitch wounds. Is everything okay?"
I'm panicking. Okay, I'm someone who might have had a back injury. I'm not doing good.
Okay. Deep breath, sweetie. Come on. Focus. I will see if I can arrange something.
Okay. Cool. All right. I have to hang up. I'm driving now. Bye. I love you.
Wait. She's gone. All right, you get into Jerry, and you start heading out back to the apartment. I think it's fair to say that along the way, you see Juniper probably close to as you're getting close to the apartment as well, just skating, holding these secret files as closely to herself as possible.
I roll down the window and go, beep beep. Do you want a lift?
Yeah. Oh, good. You guys are all okay. That's great. I thought you would follow me out the window. Okay.
Uh-huh. Happen.
Okay, thanks.
And with the door croaking open and then slamming closed, there is just this sudden moment of silence, of reflection of the events of the day and of the problems yet to face. But as of right now, you can head into the parking lot, head up to... do you want to all go to Lila's apartment right now?
I gotta drop the documents off with Natalie. Because Natalie's smarter than I am, so it's probably best if she starts reading them first, because she'll understand it better than I will.
Sounds good. All right, so when you head to Natalie's apartment, Natalie in your apartment, Juniper, you head inside. It is fair to say that you look rough given what's happened. So immediately, Natalie, who is there currently making you some lunches for the week ahead, spins around and sees you, and she goes, "June, what happened?"
Murder documents! I got them!
Okay, all right. In, sit down.
Okay.
And she starts
It's fine.
scrambling through the
Fine. There
cabinets.
was just a car crash, and then I jumped through a window. It's all good. We got the murder documents. There was also a paperclip monster, but that one didn't touch me.
Okay, all right. That's... Okay. Let's take this one
Like,
step at a time.
Verity's the only one who's calm right now, so maybe Verity should explain what the fuck is going on.
Verity, did you head with Lila and Desmond, or did you go with Juniper?
I'm still hanging out with Lila and Desmond,
I
actually.
thought we were all in there.
Nope.
Yeah.
So in
Nope.
this case, Natalie basically gets a first aid kit out, sort of blows the dust off of it, and then starts tending to your wounds to the best of her ability. Juniper, not expecting anything from you right now, than just holding still, and also she says this is gonna sting.
Wait! Ow! No! Don't put the stinky stuff! I hate the stingy stuff!
It's good. Just suck it in. It's okay.
Anything that stings you is not good for you!
That's...
That doesn't sound right!
It's unfortunately objectively not the case, so just hold on.
Okay.
And she starts disinfecting you. Meanwhile, back in your apartment, Lila, you head there and you can start performing similar procedures as well. And before too long, you hear a knock at the door, and it's a woman you know by the name of Esmeralda. She's a neighbor who is actually retired from the medical profession, a good friend of your mother's, and she shows up and she says, "Your mother said there was some kind of emergency." Immediately sees Desmond and goes, "Okay." And starts, asking where your various medical supplies are, and quickly gets to work patching him up.
Yeah.
So let's have a brief medicinal interlude. Everybody can restore up to 3 points of any statuses they have, so you can reduce those statuses by 3 if that works.
Question.
Yes.
Silence has been slowly going away.
That
is
is
it gone?
fully gone at this point, yes.
Cool. Up to 3. I'm back to normal then. The stinging things helps. Yay.
Yes, so any physical ailments you have right now, reduce those by 3. Anything more of a physical, psychological or spiritual nature, that will have to wait, unfortunately.
Is tired physical or mental? This is a big question.
This will take more than a few bandages to fix up your tiredness, unfortunately, so that will have to come at a later time.
Yeah, I take it the drained doesn't go away.
No,
either.
that does not go away at all.
Uh-huh.
So, with that, after Natalie promptly interrogates you, Juniper, about everything that happened, the misadventures within the Dean's office and the filing cabinet realm, and after discussing the papers that you stole as well, you're all able to reconvene. Desmond is like as patched up as he can be, but he desperately needs rest right now, so he's just like, I'm just gonna go home, and he, like, without many more words, unlocks his door and disappears. So, leaving the rest of you to reconvene at your own leisure.
I grab some juice boxes and just start passing them out. It's been a rough day, but I don't have anything stronger, so
We could go to the bar and get the purple stuff.
No. No, it was not good when you were on the purple stuff before, so let's not.
I don't know. I made friends. A friend.
You worry me.
Natalie says that a lot too.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Or
so
you're just sitting there, just like.
murder documents. What?
Yeah. So, gonna be completely honest, I kind of forgot our goal was to get the passcodes and immediately got murder documents. But I did, in fact, get the murder documents. So everything worked out. And we got the passcode. So we can get into the clock tower and read documents about murder. So really, it was a win-win situation.
Okay. What are the murder documents? Let's take a look at this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
left them with Natalie.
We
I
can
can
say
make-
you're in Natalie's place right now.
Oh, okay.
Because she's been looking over these with some interest. And very quickly she's able to say to you that, so I don't entirely know what these are because they are magically encrypted, but I assume they're important if you're as beaten up as you were when you arrived. You must have gone through quite some things to get these. It's going to take some time to figure out exactly what these all say, and there's a lot of them, but Juniper, if this is what I think it is, it could potentially be the answers that I've been looking for this entire time.
It is your file, because I asked the machine thingy, and it said so.
It's my file, and it's a lot of other stuff as well, so
Yeah.
good work. I'm sorry it took such means to get.
That's fine. Besides, I said the librarian did it, so we should be good. We should be solid. I left a note.
Okay. But you do also have these password sheets, which have, it looks like every password the Dean uses for everything, so there you go. Hopefully he doesn't forget any of his passwords anytime soon.
Yeah, we should probably use it before he changes it on the clock tower.
I mean, is it a good idea for us to go now, though? You guys are really beaten up.
No, I'm 100%. The stinging thing helps. Apparently causing pain fixes pain.
I know, it's a disinfectant to make sure it doesn't get much worse later on, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Verity's just yachting because I think they're still tired. They're like, yeah, we can go. That's fine. That's great.
You should sleep, Verity. We can spend today trying to uncrypt the documents. If it's magic, maybe I can just ask it to be uncrypted.
Actually, that's a very good point. Do the documents look like it's a traditional encryption? Like, is it in code? Is it just...
It's, imagine looking a lot of boring file work, except it is covered in extremely fancy glowing runes of all types.
Ooh.
And they shift and move on the page. Even when you try to read them, they seem to like try and escape from your eyesight.
Huh.
This might be something that you could just
Yeah.
minimize. I don't know.
Can I just try to minimize it?
Absolutely. Let's see a change the game and see how successful you are.
Yay, my favorite roll.
And what
Let's
that
go
means.
with minimize. Magically attuned. Nothing else. Oh, it's for Natalie, so I can use my Natalie one. I have a Natalie one. She's the only one I trust, so I'll use that one because that's my Natalie tag. Okay, so that makes it 3. Yay.
All right. Let's see what you get.
Oh, well, I probably can't use the Brainiac one because this is not actually how gonna.
Yes, this is not puzzle solving right now. This is just
So
reducing magic.
Change the game. Come on, let's work. Solve a murder document. Solve the murder. Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Excellent. Great success. Da-da-da-da. All right, Juniper, I'm going to need you to roll to face danger.
I don't like that. Okay.
Um,
Let's use survival instinct. And
that wouldn't actually apply here.
would magically attuned help in this situation?
No.
It would help. Anything I have?
Anything that prevents your rapid petrification would help.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I feel like minimize would help for magically tuned because like you can get less, right? So I'll at least do minimize, which is a 1. Okay. That's fine. Let's face danger. This is gonna go terrible. I'm gonna be a statue.
All right, let's see. And the rest of you watch as Juniper is doing this. The glowing seems to fade on the papers, and the letters seem to be jumping around less and less. And then there's suddenly, it's like she just stepped on a landmine, because you hear the sound of the paper expanding to an extreme size very suddenly. And in sort of a flick of it tumbling through the air, suddenly you all watch as Juniper's extremities are starting to turn into crystal. And it is slow moving, but it is slowly going down her hands and up her arms and reaching her shoulders, and slowly taking over her entire body.
Oh, I get up and just try to bang it off her, I guess, just like chip it away. I don't know if this helps.
It is very solid. You can try and sort of like snap a piece off potentially.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, when you do that, basically every time you remove a piece of the crystal, some more grows in its place.
Are the documents readable, Thomas?
The documents are not readable, no.
Dang, okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just scrambling at it, just like, oh god, oh no!
Yeah, I pulled the papers away from her, trying to like, I don't know if the contact was the.
Were you touching the paper as well?
No, I talked at it. I didn't touch it.
Oh.
And you see that one of the sheets of paper sort of falls to the ground, and immediately there is a sort of loud sort of cracking sound, and the paper seems mundane once again. It looks like there is writing on it that you all can read.
Great, cool. I'm gonna be a statue. You guys read that though. Figure out the mystery. Finish the mystery for me. So nice. No.
Natalie, Verity, read the paper, and I run to go get Esmeralda.
Excellent. Verity, as you look and see what this paper is saying, it looks like some pretty dry records about the school in general. And as you're reading it, suddenly Juniper starts to crack. With every word that you read, more and more of her breaks and fractures before your eyes.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a very bad way.
Oh no, I stopped reading. I just turned the paper over, just like, nope, we're not reading that.
Yeah, Natalie is just like, no. No,
we're not reading that. I don't know how to read. I didn't read anything.
Okay, good news, Juniper. You seem to have gotten rid of whatever was on here, but also, if we read this, you'll break into 1,000 pieces.
We don't know if you'll die, though.
Might not die. I might not. And then we'll know the answer to the mystery.
I feel like this is not how I want to do this. So we're just going to leave these papers here for now. I'm going to look at them later. For now, we're going to deal with this situation.
Verity's going to close their eyes and, like, try to sweep them into a corner, just, like, so they don't accidentally read another word.
Sounds good. It was just the one page out of all the documents that was.
In that case, I guess I'm just, like, holding the paper, like...
You just put it somewhere and it like drifts off away to another part of the apartment. No.
Oh, you know, if you guys use me as a battering ram, I could probably do a lot of damage.
And Juniper, the petrification seems to have abated for now. It is stopped basically where your shoulders are and where your legs meet your hips, and also a bit around your face and head as well. And the rest of you can see she's got basically this very sort of vibrant green crystal, almost as though this crystal yells out, "This person was doing something they weren't supposed to be doing." And it glows with a frightening intensity as well.
Talking isn't illegal, I tell the crystal. That's very unfair. It's not my fault the magic listened. I just talked to it.
Also, Juniper, go ahead and take the Petrified 4 condition.
Cool.
So bad, you guys.
So Esmeralda comes in and she says, "What's wrong?" Sorry, what? And she sees how things have immediately escalated and she says, "What happened?"
We tried to do something and it didn't work.
And she
I
says,
talked to something.
"What?" She demands an explanation and then very quickly, dashes back to her apartment to grab basically a magical
I'm not
EpiPen.
giving her like the actual explanation. I want to keep my murder documents. Some random adult isn't gonna know what happened. I just
see.
tell her.
Well, she will stand there just saying, "What happened here?"
I talked to something. It doesn't. It's just a bunch of crystals. Sometimes crystals grow when you talk to things. Don't worry about it too much.
This is much worse than when I left the apartment. I will say that.
Lila, weird things happen. If I'm a crystal person now, then I'm a crystal person now. It's good to just accept reality as it is.
Can you move your fingers at all?
No.
Can you move your arms at all?
No.
Can you move your legs at all?
No.
Can you feel anything in those areas?
No. Hey, you should hit me. That'd be funny.
Verity will go to the kitchen and come back with like a knife and like a cheese grater and be like, we can try to get this off her.
Esmeralda just like with a snap of her pointer finger just says, "None of that! No. This isn't the Dark Ages, we're not amputating."
No, just like scrape off the, oh, okay, I'll just put it back then.
And she leans closer to you, Juniper, and she says, "So, this is a serious problem. If we don't do something about it, you could die. I need you to tell me what happened, how this happened to you."
I don't know. I just talked to something.
She kind of looks at you, Lila, just like...
This is doctor-patient confidentiality, right, Esmeralda?
She looks at you with like a wry look, and she says, "Sure."
Cool. She's not gonna tell anyone.
How do I know? I don't know this man. She's old enough to be the murderer.
She's not!
She could be.
She's a doctor!
Doctors kill people sometimes, Lila. I've been watching that TV show.
Not a good representation. We've talked about this.
It is too a good representation. It is too.
You can see Esmeralda is barely holding together right now, just like, "And this is why I retired."
Fine. Have you killed someone before?
She sort of blinks for a second, and she says, "No, I haven't killed anybody before."
What's your favorite number?
Irrelevant. Do
It
you
is
want my
like a
help or
juice?
not?
Would you like a juice box?
It depends on what your favorite number is.
She kind of looks at you, Lila, and she says, "If she doesn't want to be helped, then I don't know what I'm doing here."
I just want to make sure you're not a secret murderer who I'm telling all the information about the murderer show.
And I'm trying to offer you medical help.
Jennifer, if you don't tell her, I'm gonna tell her.
Well, what do you know? Fine. I talked to a murder document and it got mad.
I need specifics.
I talked to that murder document and it got mad.
She kind of walks over to it and looks at it, and she's
Don't read it.
Don't read it, don't read
it.
So stops, sees a pile of other sort of clearly encrypted magic, and she says, "Okay, now I see what we're working with." And she quickly dashes out the door, and you hear her apartment opening up. And soon she's back with a little kit that has like various colorful fruits, sort of pictures of fruits on the sides. She unzips it and she pulls out various medical things, accoutrement, memorabilia, not memorabilia. What's the word I'm looking for? Never mind.
Supplies.
Yeah, supplies. And she pulls out a syringe and sort of unwraps it from some plastic and then uncorks it. And she holds it up to the light, gives it a flick, and she says, all right, you're going to feel a slight pinch. And she comes at you with this syringe. And it gets injected into you, and Juniper, you can immediately feel there is some horrible battle going within your body. It is as though your entire insides have just turned into very hot goo, and it feels immensely unpleasant. And then moments later, you start to feel sort of pins and needles in your arms and legs once again, and you all witness as the crystal starts to shrink down a little bit. It is still very much present on your skin, Juniper, but you are now able to move with difficulty, and you can start to feel once again on your limbs.
Ah, cool. It's less icky.
And she says, so this was a special kind of suppressant. It will keep this at bay. It should go away on its own after a certain amount of time. That is currently unknown by me at this juncture. But if it crops up again, you'll need to take more of this. And she says, in addition, don't do anything with those papers. Nobody should do anything with those papers. In fact, my best advice would be to lock them away forever, because anything that anybody does to those will have a direct impact on you while you still have this condition, shall we say.
Well, I'm going to do things with the paper because I'm going to solve a mystery.
Then get ready for your limbs to snap and break off, and then for the crystal to spread to your lungs, for you to be unable to breathe, and then for you to die.
People die. At least the mystery will be solved.
That's not. No.
You've
Is
never
that
done
not
this
permanent in your world?
sacrificing before. Are you?
There's
I
hotlines
don't think
for
you guys
this.
get what it's like where I'm from. People just turn to crystal. People just turn to birds. People just die and you accept it.
Death is a little more permanent here. Maybe we should say.
And that's the way
Yeah,
it
I
kind of
know,
looks
death is permanent
sometimes.
where I'm from too. But at least I don't really care about myself that much, and it doesn't really matter. And you know what? At least if I'm in danger, then it doesn't feel so bad knowing that my family, wherever they are, are in horrible danger constantly too.
Hey, Juniper, Natalie says, I would like it very much if nothing bad happened to you.
And neither would I. So if you die, if something happens to you and then we're upset, aren't you gonna be upset? So we should all just not do anything, and then no one will be upset.
But then we
Juniper.
do all of that to get those stupid documents for nothing.
You didn't do this for nothing, Juniper. We just need to be more careful, that's all.
Yeah, we just need to find like a curse breaker.
And also, Juniper, if you are willing to give up everything for this, I'm afraid I can't ask you to do this anymore, because you mean too much to me.
Can't really stop me, Natalie. I'm doing what I want to do. I want to solve this, and then I want to jump into a portal and go somewhere else. That's my major plan.
I can't stop you, but I would greatly appreciate it if you did everything you could to not throw yourself into an abyss for this.
I mean, some things are worth going to the abyss for, but I'll keep your words in mind since I've apparently scared all of you, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
It's been a long day. Why don't
Yeah.
we rest up and take this tomorrow? And I will keep these somewhere safe. And she motions over to the magical documents as well.
If I talk to the magic on this one, will it get mad at me too?
Natalie's just like, "Nip. Let's just leave it completely alone for now.
Just
Just for
wanna
now.
know.
Just for now."
Why does it not like talking? Is it antisocial magic?
I get the feeling that this thing has
Introvert?
very intense security mechanisms built into its very nature.
Right, but so there's magic on the thing. Is that magic separate from it? So maybe the magic on this part is different from the magic on that part. I don't know. It looks weird.
Most magic of a security nature is built with a lot of contingencies, so probably
So there's magic on magic stored in the magic.
interconnected. Yes, very complicated.
Ew, that's annoying. The magic probably doesn't. What if you put magic that close together, they often fight, and it makes them not friends with each other. That's a bad thing. They shouldn't do that to magic. Think of living conditions. You can't just make everyone live in one tiny little hole. That's what they're doing to all this magic. That's very unkind. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Anyway, she turns to Lila and Verity and says, "Thank you for all your help. Let me know if you need anything, because this apparently was a big, risky day, and I'm still grappling with what exactly that means, and the fact that you all got into quite a lot of danger doesn't quite sit right with me, so thank you again, and I'm sorry."
Natalie, it wasn't just for you. Originally, we were going for the other half of passcode. I just forgot about that. So don't worry about it. We were gonna go get in danger anyway. I just did extra danger to make sure to get this. So don't worry about it. It was just like a little spice. Just like a little sprinkle of extra danger. So you don't have to feel guilty.
All right.
Just a sprinkle on a danger Sunday.
It's not making it better.
I guess I'll see you both later. Good night.
Bye!
And she closes the door. Lila, you heading straight back home?
Yep.
Cool. Verity, likewise for you as well. Okay. So Verity, when you head home, I assume you're going for the long night walk back to the commune once again?
Yeah.
Excellent. When you head back there, it's probably getting a little bit late at this point, but not, late enough for everybody to be asleep at this point. You see there's an excitement in the air. They've busted out the good VHSs for the evening. There's some old candy that's being distributed amongst everybody, and you see various members of the commune look giddy, and Ernest especially has a big smile plastered on his face.
Verity rushes in. It's like, oh man, did I miss move tonight? What's going on?
Ernest looks towards you and says, "Verity! Oh, thank Omnius you're here. Wonderful news." And he says, "I have just been contacted. We are going to get a visit by the Majestic tomorrow."
Wait, do I know what it is?
You know that the Majestic is effectively somebody of high in the hierarchy within the greater cult of Omnius.
Omnius.
They are a very big deal and have never graced your commune once in the history of it being here. So it's clearly a wonderful day for everybody here to be graced by the presence of the Majestic.
Okay, in that case, Verity's reaction is just like grabbing the a random, commune member, jumping up and down the screen, just like, ah!
They just like completely mirror the excitement you have as well. Just like, and Ernest said, "Yes, indeed, tonight is a night for celebration, but we cannot lose sight of what this truly means, my fellow siblings. We need to get this place in shipshape for their visit. We've got a lot of cleaning to do. We need to arrange everything. We need to sort of cover up the cracks and, put rugs over the massive spill stains we have here and there. But I believe we can do it because we are all a family under the wonderful sight of Omnius, who is graced to bless us with this honor. I knew they'd pay attention to me one day."
Verity's just like, they are bouncing in place right now. They're just like, yes, exactly, yes! And they just like run to the nearest cleaning supply. It's like, we gotta do it now. What are we waiting for? Why is everybody sitting around watching movies?
Beautiful. With that,
They're definitely pulling an all-nighter to fix up this place.
oh dang, I need you to take the risk if that is the case.
Okay, I'm already tired, but I don't care.
Oh no.
Yeah, anything that can help you push through or get energy out of nowhere can help out.
Remember,
Nope.
people, it's important to get 8 hours sleep.
Mild success.
Mild success, excellent. So yeah, Verity, truly the power of Omnius is flowing through you right now, because of course the day's events have taken their toll, but you have been sort of reinvigorated from a visit from the Majestic, and you know that it doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. It doesn't matter how much sort of shilling you have to do for those damn House of Enlightened across the street. It doesn't matter how many of them talk to you or peddle their false god at you. Nothing can take away the wonders that you'll be experiencing tomorrow. And it is that energy that is allowing you to really push yourself beyond your limits and letting you really do a decent job cleaning up. There's only so much a person could do to clean this place up. For the most part, it's just like covering up stains and arranging things and desperately scrubbing and moving some of the grosser things out of sight. You have to get the nice chair.
Try to drywall patch.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You also still have the little garbage monster here as well, which isn't so little anymore. He has grown to about the size of a soccer ball, and it's just like happily squelching around, rolling around, just like leaving a greasy trail everywhere it goes, which unfortunately is not conducive to your cleaning efforts. So she's like,
I might keep the trash monster just like. I know it doesn't like being cooped up, and I promise the janitor, but this is important. I just shove him gently in my room, close the door.
okay.
I'm
So
sorry, little guy, I'll let you out.
Gerald gets locked away in a closet as you continue, and indeed the entire commune continues with their tasks. Excellent. So at this point, all of you feel free to take a montage, which is a special action you can all take to do a special thing. So you get to decide how you spend your montage. And this can be basically for across the next day, the next week, however long you think it takes to sort of do whatever task you think you would like to do during a little bit of downtime. So let's start with Juniper. What of the montage actions would you like to do, if anything?
Isn't one of them healing? Can I heal from being a crystal?
Yes, you can absolutely recover. If somehow it can be reduced. Yes, that is something that simply needs time to recover from. So if you're willing to take a couple of days to go easy relative to Juniper's activity, then yes, you can remove the remainder of that status if you would like.
Lovely. Let's get rid of that.
Excellent. So what kind of things is Juniper doing to somehow get the rest she needs?
Just, taking it super easy, calling it sick at the roller rink, doing the easy kind of murder searching, looking at people probably and trying to figure out, are you gonna get got? Are you gonna get got? Ooh, you might get got. That kind of stuff, rather than actively throwing herself into constant danger 24/7.
I mean, it's true to say that even after the sort of harrowing experience you went through, you do generally feel great. The whole petrification thing is a bit of an annoyance, but yeah, it is truly not a joke that you bounce back very easily, very quickly from the experiences, and can easily take on more.
Oh yeah.
If you would like.
No, I'm more just chilling, being low-key chill, getting Natalie off my back so that way I can jump into something dangerous. Just ASAP, because these documents were a fail, and they were supposed to get information and they didn't, so now I have to find a different way to get murder information because stupid words are bad. Which just proves that reading is dumb.
During this time, actually, if you are taking it easy and spending a couple of days, Natalie is able to do some research into this and inform you that she's basically uncovered what kind of security magic was imprinted into these documents, and she can she can attempt to unravel them, and hopefully in their unraveling will also sort of sever their tie to you as well. Which seems to be her primary motivator at this stage of just like, let's get these documents and you not to be associated with each other, because she doesn't entirely trust you with not doing something with them soon.
being so good, Natalie. So good.
She says, you are
I-
being very good, and I truly do appreciate it. And I think I'm getting some progress here. It's just a lot of going to shady places on the internet and figuring out just exactly what one needs to do to go through these things.
Whoa, the internet gets shady side?
Oh, it gets shady. There's a part of the internet called the Abyss Web. It's very dangerous.
Are you on it right now? I want to see.
She kind of looks a little sheepish, but you can very quickly see there's like various. It looks like a very sort of refined auction house of some kind. Like, here's some credit card information, here's some login details of people from this website from these times, and so on. A lot of kind of techno jargon to you specifically. Nothing particularly juicy or sexy there.
Oh, this is boring. Okay.
She says
I thought it would
sometimes
be
you need
more
to embrace the
fun.
boring things because the boring things let you know how to do stuff.
Right. That's true. There's a foundation in this world, and you have to understand the foundation in order to build a house.
Yeah. Look at this. You've been here, I don't even know how long at this point, and you've learned so much, you've come so far. I'm so proud of you, June.
Oh, thanks, Natalie. I really appreciate that. Sorry for spooking you.
You didn't spook me as much as you just... It's upsetting to me to see that you're so willing to... The danger isn't even the worst part. I understand danger. It's the fact that it's the brazenness of it, I suppose. The how you don't seem to really value yourself that really got to me. And
No, it's not that I don't value myself. It's just that I don't view danger the same way you do. It's a part of life, and it happens, and I'm used to it, and I've kind of known since I was a kid that there's a decent chance I'll die terribly, so it doesn't faze me.
Wow, that's heavy stuff. But if it's all the same, if you ever find a choice of finding answers to this mystery and not dying, I really hope you choose the latter option, because I would hate anything bad to happen to you.
Thanks, Natalie. You're sweet.
And she says, I'm going to do my best to make sure these can become safe as soon as possible, and I'll let you know when they do, and we can tear into them together. How's that sound?
Heck yeah! I'm gonna go stare at more kids and figure out which one's gonna be killed.
Excellent. With that, let's see. Lila, what are you doing for your downtime montage?
Okay, so we're taking a couple of days? Like, how many days are we?
Up to you. It kind of just depends how long it would like to be for you specifically.
I would like to take a few days to explore my mythos.
Ooh, yes.
And by that I mean I want to try to find like some other mediums in the area who might be able to help, because when I tried to reach out to the other entity, it went a little sideways.
Yes, you discovered that basically at your power level and understanding of whatever these strange spirit powers you have are, you cannot occupy the same space as this person who also occupies your body at the same time. You do believe it's possible, it'll just require a lot of work, which looks like you would like to pursue right now.
Yes, or find someone who can, I don't know, just be on the other end of the phone line, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Get
so
some
that
kind
I
of-
can talk to them and they can talk to something, I don't know, a very weird game of telephone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds good. So go ahead and roll investigate, and let's see how you do there. And I guess, so magic is an actual thing in this world. Are you looking for strictly like an agency that does this kind of thing? Are you looking for that mysterious old crone who has the strange fortune teller stall at the end of the pier? What kind of help are you looking for?
I don't want to do anything too shady because I'm a little afraid that if I do that, there's risks associated with that.
Sure.
So
No, it's
maybe
also
not.
risky having another entity inhabit your body.
I mean, yes. So, maybe not a full-blown agency, but like someone who's reputable and licensed and,
Yeah, okay.
has good Yelp
And you also know, based on sort of the medical help you've gotten over the years, that your form of possession is extremely unusual and weird and resistant to many things. Now you kind of know why. It's because it's sort of a reverse possession situation, but there's still a lot of blurry ground there where it's like nobody's really written many papers about this because it seems to be a bit of a unique phenomenon, which is not helpful. All right, yeah. So you're looking for someone small but reputable. Is that kind of what you're going for?
Shopping local.
Excellent. All right, let's see that investigate roll and see how you do.
And I'm gonna use the researcher tag to help me.
Perfect.
Super. Investigate, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see who you can drum up. In mild success.
Work.
So you get one question you can ask me. Let's see. Yeah. So, based on this, what one question would you like an answer to?
Is there someone in the area who can help me?
I think there is basically what you uncover is that the town of Golden Acres has a dicey past when it comes to soul things and the undead. Thanks to Glenn Dracos, the Great Destroyer.
Thanks, Glenn.
So there was actually quite a big boom of spiritual people and mediums who did stuff like this. But very quickly there appeared to be some kind of corruptive sort of background energy that was in the area, and it led to a lot of bad stuff. Which ultimately led to getting a license for this kind of thing extremely difficult in this place. And it was just a smarter move for people to move those businesses elsewhere, ultimately, regardless of the kind of power or insights they got from the region. And typically those who stuck around usually stuck around for nefarious deeds, like resurrecting the long since dead, asking them, how do I get the power that Glenn Dracos once sought? But there is someone, they basically... have a decent website that looks somewhat new. Definitely only one person really worked on this. And their name is Voorhees. And it effectively says, if you need to speak to a lost loved one, I can provide that service. If you need to contact someone from your ancestry, I can do that. If you need help concerning your spirit, or if you feel like you are out of balance, you can book a consultation, and I can try and help you with that as well.
What is this person's name again?
Voorhees. No first name, just Voorhees.
Voorhees. Okay.
And they have a nice little logo that's, a kind of shoddy-looking logo. Potentially, you can make a nicer one for them.
I set up a dummy email account. And I emailed them.
Perfect.
To set up an appointment. Yeah.
Great.
I'm not trusting them just yet with my personal information.
It might be indicative of the their business that you get an email back immediately that basically says, yes, we can do a consultation. Come round to this sort of office space that I'm renting out for these kinds of things, and we can arrange a meeting.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this.
Perfect. And they say, like, if you want to like book schedule an appointment, and you look at the sort of scheduling app they send you, it's all free. So,
oh, buddy.
Literally at your earliest convenience, you are able to book an appointment. So if you'd like to do that,
can you
now,
drop the name in the chat so I know how to spell it for my notes?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll wait to do this later. But yes, I'd like to set up the consult.
Sounds good. All right. And with that, since we haven't quite gotten to sort of the deep part of your mystery yet, we'll say that you still get the one clue based on your mythos, and that's effectively this person will be the clue to lead you to next answers potentially.
Okay.
And you get to mark attention on your mystery's theme.
Yay!
So Verity, big day coming up. The Majestic is coming. How are you spending your montage downtime? What action are you pursuing?
I mean, I think the one that makes the most sense is prepare for next activity. Well, I prepare for next activity, meaning
prepare for the incredible visit.
Majestic. Yeah.
With that, you can recover all your burnt power attacks or gain 3 juice.
I'll probably just gain 3 juice.
Okay, and you can immediately spend that on changing the game. So how would you like to prepare effectively using that 3 juice?
Ooh.
So you can do things like create a story tag that's like clean commune or impressive commune, or you could give a status of like, what would it be, like puts on a good show or display kind of a thing, like you're ready to give it your all to these
like
people.
good in first impressions kind of thing.
Yes, good first impression would be very good.
Yeah, I'll do that then, definitely.
Do you want to just give yourself a status 3 of that, basically?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so give yourself a good impression 3 status. This is a social status that will apply to the Majestic and any of their people as well. So explain to us, how does Verity really clean up? What do they kind of look like? How do their mannerisms change or get amplified?
I think Verity kind of takes a bit of charge and kind of commands some people, like kind of just like directs their commie members to like, you know, get clothes. We all should all match, and we gotta, you know, get fresh buckets of paint, and maybe even like try to attract volunteers from even the neighborhood just to like help out, just like help us rebuild this area with their newfound slightly maybe mind controlling abilities.
Okay. Love it. Yeah, so you find that it's just a little bit easier to convince people to help out. You offer them some powdered lemonade, and boy, they seem to jump right onto that. You don't know if the smoothie machine across the way is broken, but either way, people seem very willing and able to help. You seem to have an air of authority about you, almost like you're a born leader in this moment, which I don't know if that's really necessarily anything Verity has felt in the past.
No, probably not. They were, you know, pretty happy just being like a little clam, being like, oh yeah, I'll just recruit people, but then otherwise I'll just hang out with them. We're all happy. So yeah.
Beautiful. So Ernest calls you to his office during the fervor of getting ready for the Majestic, and he says, "Close the door if you don't mind, Verity."
Shut the door.
And he says, "Please take a seat."
Okay, is everything okay?
Everything is wonderful. I just wanted to express to you how truly proud I am of you, Verity. You're really shining so brightly, and it just brings a tear to this old man's eyes to see you just really just boosting other people up. You're really just there for people, and I don't know what to say. I know that my family has never really been there for me, and you yourself didn't really have much of a family, so I truly consider you very important to me, Verity. So thank you earnestly for everything you've done.
Verity will get out of the chair, just give Ernest a big hug.
He takes like a sitting hug, and he says, so there was one other thing. The reason we didn't exactly have a brilliant redecorating budget was because, well, I've been saving up for this. And he reaches under his desk, and you see there is a large case under there, and he pulls it out, and you see that it is a large instrument case. And he says, now, Verity, I'm afraid I don't know musical instruments particularly well, but the person at the thrift shop told me that this was in good condition, that it only needs a little bit of love and attention, which I'm certain you can give. So, Verity, enjoy. From me to you. And you see this big, beaten and battered guitar case with a bunch of stickers that have been peeled off poorly on it.
Verity doesn't care, honestly. I think they're just really, really happy and so honored. They're not going to open it. Just even the thought of it is just amazing and just touches their heart.
He says, "Yes, the case is lovely, and one day it'll have a guitar in it." No, I'm just kidding. There's a guitar inside it. And yeah, he'll kind of like plop it onto the desk and like crack open the clasps on it, and you'll see a sort of a well-loved acoustic guitar inside.
Verity will just like tweak a little bit, strum a few notes.
Ding, 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 ding. You can see that like it's clearly had its strings changed many times. It's got like big sort of strands sticking off the end, many dents, scrapes, and scratches all across the guitar, but it still makes a good sound.
I think they love it even more because they know it's well loved, and maybe
Yeah.
Verity tries. They can see all the maybe the leftover connections from all the previous owners, and it's just
The
lovely.
bonds are probably like not extending, they're not, connected to the person anymore, but you can still see the vestiges of the bonds, and they are giving this guitar power, that's for sure. The echoes of love.
Yeah, big hug to Ernest again.
So Ernest goes, now just do me a favor. I don't want it to look like I'm playing favorites, so maybe don't entirely reveal where this came from. But I don't think anybody here deserves it more than you do, Verity.
I'll make sure to share it with everyone, share music and everything, and I'll
Yes.
love it and treasure it forever. And this is just
Absolutely.
the best thing.
It really fills my heart with warmth seeing you like this. But we still have a Majestic coming in, so I'm afraid it'll have to wait for now. It'll have to wait for now. But do you know what this means, by the way, Verity? It's
Do
time.
I?
It's time to crack out the vestments. And Ernest goes over to sort of this metal locker in the corner, opens it up with a key that he has, and inside you see a lot of moth-eaten sort of this kind of like magenta colored robes, very ostentatious. He pulls one out. You see a little moth fly up into the light above, and he says, "A little bit on the dusty side, but it should still serve their function." And you can see there's a couple of moth-eaten holes here and there. And he says, "It's fine. It just adds character." And he sort of puts it on, and he gets the rest out, and he kind of gives you yours as well. It's kind of a one-size-fits-all sort of situation. They are definitely not tailored for who is supposed to wear them. So he says, if you don't mind handing those out, we will need to look our finest and our most devout for when the Majestic comes.
Yeah, definitely going to go. Just take it eagerly and just like, oh wait, the guitar, right? Bye, Ernest, thank you.
And he gives you a warm smile and waves you goodbye, and the last image you see of him is putting on this very big, dark hood. So, with that...
This is not a cult. It's a
with that, we'll say that it's another day back at GASP, the Golden Acre Spellcrafting Polytechnic. You're able to all reconvene with one another. This can be sort of at the end of all of your montages or in between them. You can decide that if you would like, whatever makes the most sense for you. But once you've all reconvened again, we'll say it's a nice calm lunchtime at GASP. There was a slight mishap with a gelatinous monster storming through one of the hallways, but someone will deal with it. Somebody always deals with it. But yeah, you're all just kind of like hanging out, eating lunch. What's going on with the rest of you? What's the plans and conspiracies that are going on?
Okay, so there's only a certain amount of time before the principal decides to change his passcodes. So we gotta get to the clock tower like ASAP, you know? Also, I've been really good and it's awful and itchy and I want to do something dangerous.
Can we very quickly say, Verity, are you wearing your vestments to school?
Oh god.
Oh no.
If you did, I...
Yeah?
Yes!
Why would I not? It's a joyous day.
Oh, Verity.
I'm
Actually,
having a
Verity.
flashback to when I had to wear cassocks for like choir and stuff, and we had to wear them during the day sometimes. It was like,
That
oh.
fit is horrid. Oh my god. You know what? We should just skip a class and I should take you to Natalie and at least get it tailored slightly better than that.
I
You're
like this.
drowning in it. Verity, you're drowning in it.
It's a little
like this.
smelly.
And it smells horrible. And it looks like there was some attempt at embroidery a long time ago, but like now the pieces are falling off and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, kind of looks a little crude. Some of those imageries, they came out a little weird now, and they're looking a little wonky. It's giving off a different vibe than you want.
He looks just a little upset. It's just like, well, if you don't like it, then just don't look, I guess.
Or we can go fix it. We could
It doesn't need
Hey,
fixing.
cute. We could bring it up a couple notches, because what are you wearing? Like, hello? Are you like in the medieval ages? Why is it to the floor? Okay? Ew.
I mean, is this for the commune? Is this like a
Your
thing
new
that you have to?
uniform?
Yeah, I mean, I was just excited. You know what? It's fine. I'll go change. I'll be
No,
right
no,
back.
no, 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 no,
Okay,
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
have
no,
to
wait, wait,
change,
wait,
you don't
wait,
have to
wait. Listen, listen.
I'm not trying to bully you.
I just think that, if this is a special occasion, maybe we can at least wash it.
Change
Sure,
everything
okay.
else about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. I'll just go change, I guess.
No, very.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
You just
boy.
run off back to the commune.
Gosh.
Oh,
Back to the
we
commune.
were.
Okay,
Well, they didn't bring exactly a whole change of
that's
clothes
fair.
everywhere.
That's very fair. I thought you were
I
gonna
have a
wait.
change of clothes. I have several in my bag.
I feel bad now.
I feel bad too. I really was trying to get help for them. I just wanted them to go to Natalie. Natalie could have fixed that.
If it's traditional, then maybe it shouldn't be fixed. It looks really dusty. Like it hasn't been washed.
We could have at least washed and tailored it. We didn't have to do any major revamps, although I want to do major revamps. But even if we didn't do major revamps, it could have just it wouldn't have just been a.
It's just,
We should make it up to Verity.
yeah,
She
yeah.
really hurt them. They really like lemonade. Maybe we could bring them some lemonade.
Yeah. Okay, let's go talk to them. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll go buy some lemonade. You
I'll
can.
go
I'm
buy
on
some-
roller skates, so I'll get you fast.
All right. So Juniper quickly grabs the lemonade from the cooler. While are you gonna chase after Verity in your car?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So yeah.
Verity did not make it far. They have the athleticism of leaf.
So you basically pull out of the parking lot, and there's Verity. And Verity, you see two of your friends in the beaten up old station wagon known as Jerry.
I brought you lemonade, Verity. I brought your favorite.
They take the cup. Thanks.
Do you want a lift? Do you want in?
No, I'm good. I think.
Then can we walk with you?
I guess they just pick up their clothes. I think you guys seem to be embarrassed, so I'm just going to go home
I
and.
wasn't embarrassed by you. Actually, you know what, Verity? That color is a good color on you. It really brings out your eyes, and it's such a lovely color. It's more that I was just wondering. You know me. I love fashion. I love styling. I always love picking out outfits. I just wanted to add a little more to it because I was really inspired by that shade. That's such a lovely shade of color.
I feel like you're telling me two different things at two different times. So one of them's true, and one of them
both
isn't.
True. They're both true. It's a lovely shade.
And you also hated it.
And I also hate it, but we can make it better because of that lovely shade that really brings out your eyes.
Let's try. Why are you wearing
This.
vestments today?
They launch into an explanation. The Majestic fixes everything. Tell them about the Majestic and how he's coming. And...
The reason it's such a big deal is that they, in the history of your entire comic, even before you were there, they've never graced it with their presence. So it's a really big deal.
Okay. You know what? Hop in. Just get in, Jerry. Get in the back seat.
What are we going?
Okay, we're gonna go to my place and we're gonna wash the rope and we're gonna make some food and I'm not necessarily, a believer in what your commune teaches, but if this is important to you, then I want to help, okay?
I think that there's
Thanks,
a
Lila.
chance Omnius is real. I just think that I don't want to be in a cold.
Yeah, okay. Still not a cult, but okay.
Yeah, you can definitely ditch classes for the afternoon, head to Lila's, and do another fashion montage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, they can do the fashion montage. I'm gonna work on some food. So how much time do I have?
You have as much time as you would like to take.
Okay, so we're making some pulled pork and like some veggies and get some vegetarian
I
options in
really
there.
want pulled pork right now. I laugh at like these two here are like vegetarian. I don't know where the camera is. These two? These two? I don't know.
Me and Thomas. I did.
Yeah. Cindy and I, the meat eaters. Of
Yeah, I
this
know. We're
group.
just like, oh, pork. Meat.
Like, some pasta salad, good Midwest.
So just to clarify,
That sounds like such a Midwestern thing. I love it.
just to clarify, was this so? Did nobody actually eat lunch, or are you having a double lunch situation?
I think lunch got interrupted because Verity ran off and felt bad. so
Yeah,
we
I'm
didn't eat
making
much of
food
it.
for the majestic visit
Sounds
to
good.
take to the commune.
You are?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't communicate that properly, but yes, that's what the food I'm saying is for. It's
Alright.
like, this is all potluck food to take there.
I'm
Then in that
taking
case-
this gross thing and bringing it to Natalie and making it better.
In that case, yeah, you can all pile into Jerry, head over to the apartments once again, and start cooking up a feast and doing a fashion montage. Love it. Describe to me how that goes. What does it look like?
Who's first? Fashion team or food team?
I feel like fashion team would go first, and then like while the alterations are being done, I'm distracting Verity with helping me make food.
Love it.
Okay.
I
That
think I
sounds
run
good.
in ahead and let Natalie know that to be very nice about the color of this product. And that we really need to hype up how lovely the color is and really sell it.
She sort of like whispers to you a little bit, and she says, "This is an unmitigated fashion disaster we're looking at right now."
I
And
know.
I like bright, vibrant colors, but that much is too much. And a nice maroon would have been perfect, and they just
I
went
know, Natalie.
overboard.
Natalie, I know.
It hurts me.
I know.
Hurts
It's
my
so
heart.
bad. I was honestly kind of interested in Omnius because I wanted to know what an alien race would wear. But seeing this, now I'm like, ugh, there's
Yeah.
zero reason to talk to these people. They have zero fashion sense. It's awful, but we gotta fix
You're
this. because
so mean.
Oh my god.
You think cults would really invest in the fashion design side of things,
Aesthetic,
because if you see
right?
people who look just amazing, you would want to join them or be more likely to, right?
100%. And this just looks like they're coming out of like the medieval ages wearing some gross, smelly, awful
It
cloak
looks
and a color
like
that suits no one.
they just discovered what dye was and decided that it's the greatest thing that ever existed and needs to be everywhere
and they
all the
didn't
time.
even take the time to actually like match the embroidery to it. Why are they using a deep green? That looks bad.
And that hood is about 3 times too big for anybody.
And you look, it just poofs over them, and
Not
it makes them look
practical
like some kind of.
or good looking, so what's its purpose is what I want to
There
know.
is none, so we gotta fix it. We gotta fix this and make Verity look phenomenal.
And with that,
Oh.
Juniper
Oh,
and
no.
Natalie spin around. So, Verity, we have some work we need to do. Hold tight. We're about to work a miracle.
Brady's just standing there nervously, like, I'm actually not sure if we're actually allowed to change it in such a dramatic way or anything. This is very traditional. Oh, okay.
We'll
Let's
maintain the core of
respect-
the traditions.
Respect traditions here, guys, and I'm making extreme eye contact with them.
Hey,
Just like,
hey.
don't overdo this.
Natalie's just like, hard mode, engage.
It'll be fine. We're gonna make you the belle of the ball, Verity. You're gonna be Cinderella. Go into the ball.
I
Ready?
don't want to be Cinderella. The Majestic is Cinderella.
No,
What?
it's just like it's Cinderella. It's just the prince, right? Because he has the power already. So you're Cinderella because you cleaned everything, and now you're gonna look really pretty at the ball.
I mean, yeah, that kind of tracks, I
Thank
guess.
you. Thank you.
Verity
And
just
I'm
thinks,
gonna
like,
be
this
the
seems
fairy
horribly-
godmother.
All right, so Verity, I'll let you be the final arbiter. What is the ultimate changes? What are the alterations that take place with your fashions?
I'm actually gonna pass it to. I'm gonna pass that to Juniper because
Okay.
Verity is just like standing around in their like underclothes at this point, and then just going to the kitchen, just like I don't want to watch. My poor heart, I can't watch.
I think we just kind of like actually get it fitted to her first, to them first off. Like it actually fits them there.
Yeah, you get
and
some
then just, like-
measuring tape like wrapped around you here and there.
And then just clean up where the embroidery was messed up, fix it a little bit, tail over it. Like get a cute belt, so that way there's nothing super major changes with it, but it just kind of looks more trendy, looks more in place. If you look from far away, you're like, oh, that's the same as everyone else. But if you get closer, there's a lot more detail work, and there's a lot of things that just kind of brighten it and make it shine, so it doesn't look like something they pulled out of the closet that's
And
been
they
there for
wash
3
it.
years and got
Big,
ruined.
big
Yeah.
important detail.
Oh, wait,
They wash
yes.
it.
Yes, they wash it. And it looks more like something that's been well maintained, made newly, like maybe every year they bring it out and add new things to it. So it just kind of looks 10 times better.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's not super different, I would say. Like they just added a cute belt and they trimmed it to the right thing and got it to actually fit you. And got rid of the hood though. The hood is awful. There's no hood.
They got rid of the hood? Oh
the,
god.
The hood is non-negotiable, Verity. You know this as a fact.
Do you actually like cut off the hood? Okay, Verity will like try to rescue the hood and just like attempt to like safety pin it back on after this is all said and done.
Sounds good. So what's happening in Foodland?
Let's see. So we do have, you know, good potluck standards. Okay, you got the pulled pork, you got the salads that aren't salads.
A huge pot of rice, or is that a Chinese thing?
I think that's Chinese thing, but we can do it. We can do it.
Okay, that's fine. No, it's fine. I was about to say like there are 3 rice cookers that have the rice going. That is definitely a Chinese thing.
we have different potlucks here.
We do have different potlucks.
I was thinking like coleslaw, but okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, rice and coleslaw, same thing.
Rice
Do
and
you guys also
coleslaw,
do
yeah.
like a giant bowl of like sauce? It's just in the middle, like especially. No, okay, never mind.
I mean, like at barbecues and stuff, yeah, you have multiple different,
Yeah,
different
yeah,
sauces and everything.
Same thing.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're blending cultures here.
Yeah.
Omnius truly brings us all together.
Yeah, we're really plumbing the depths of the fridge freezer today.
Love it.
It's definitely going to be a clean out.
Yeah.
And probably bugging some neighbors too for anything that they have. Like,
Oh,
if someone has a deep freezer, I'm raiding it. So yeah.
Yeah, I got some burritos. There you go.
Just load them up, throw them in the cooler.
I have 1,000 green beans. Here you go.
that is awesome. And Verity will like pull you aside and just thank you so much. And even if you're actually dead and not the actual one, I'm still happy we met. And thanks for helping me. I don't know, not stand up to Juniper. She's nice. She's just I can't.
She's a bit much sometimes. So yes, I understand. She can come on a little strong, but she means well. She means well. And she's our friend. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that I met you too.
And is this cabbage supposed to go on in the stove or on in the oven because it's burning right now?
Oh shoot! Okay.
Is that just the style? Is that okay?
That's just the style. What
Is it black and he's a cabbage?
Lila, while you're cooking up a storm, you actually get a phone call from a number you do not recognize.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Okay. Hello? As I'm like screaming like hello.
You answer it, and the person on the other end says, "Hello, is this Lila?
Yes. Speaking.
I understand you are running into some legal trouble, and
Oh Jesus, who is this?
my name is Poppy Newton, Esquire.
Poppy Newton.
Yep.
Hey.
Just wanted you to know that your case interests me a lot, and I would like to take it on pro bono. I want to negotiate with these people, see if we can get you out of this hot water you find yourself in.
Okay. You're not perhaps related to Scott Sharkman, are you?
She kind of laughs, and she says, "No, I'm from a good legal firm."
Oh. What legal firm is that?
She says, "This is the Rainbow Firm."
Have I heard of these people?
You've probably heard of very few legal firms.
Okay, yeah. Okay, full disclosure, I have no idea if that's good or bad. Okay, so why do you want to take this case, I guess?
Basically, Once I heard about it, it interested me greatly. House of the Enlightened, let's say I'm not a fan, and I would very much like to take this opportunity to really ruin their day.
Okay.
Can you help me do that? Do you want me to help you do that?
Personal vendetta, can I know what your stake in this is? Why do you want them taken down a peg so badly?
Because they're bad people, Lila, and I like taking down bad people.
Okay. All right. You know, at this point, I have nothing to lose but money and dignity, and a lot of that has already gone down the drain already. So, yeah, sure. When you want to meet up?
As soon as possible. I'm coming into Golden Acres very soon.
Cool. Question. What are the legal ramifications of me not being alive?
Currently? Or in the future?
Like possibly, like, aliveness status pending. Like, what if I was a ghost?
I've represented ghosts before. It's not a problem.
Okay, what if there's two souls in one body?
That does complicate things, but again, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Okay, I've got another meeting that might, who knows what the legal ramifications are. That's not concerning the case. Okay, thank you. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And she hangs up.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. I continue to work on the food.
All right. And before too long, as the day goes on, you manage to conjure up a feast using the powers of your traditional culinary abilities.
By the power of Chinese and Midwest cooking.
Potluck.
Yeah. So if you'd like, you can bag all that stuff up, get ready to head on over to the commune and deliver the bounty if you'd like.
Yeah. What's how is Verity reacting to the robe situation?
Definitely bit back a horrified scream once they realized that the hood was gone.
Mm-hmm.
But
reattach the hood if it's that important to you. We'll just resize it.
It is very important.
Just do some snaps, do some buttons.
Fine. Just give me a second and make it so it actually fits you and is not all the way to your nose.
Nope. You've done quite. Thank you. Yep.
Verity, please. That's almost done. You look much better.
I just tried to wrestle the hood backwards.
And Nathan's like, no, the stitching.
I don't think this is helping.
Oh, you can wear your dumb. You don't have the hood on currently. Can you just let me fix it?
They're just hyperventilating, just like, okay, you better not cut it though. It's really important.
Fine, I won't cut it. Just sew it a little lower.
Oh boy.
It doesn't look majorly different. They kept the theme of the.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Okay.
it just fits you, and it had a little brief color change in a few places to look nicer.
What do you mean the color changed?
Only of the embroidery. It was falling apart. You needed some more, so we just used a slightly different shade of green that matches better. It looks nicer. Verity, look in the mirror. Verity, I spin Verity. Look.
Verity does not have fashion sense. I don't know what you expect. They think lime green and dark blue look okay.
Trust me, Natalie makes a lot of money doing vintage remakes. This is 10 times better.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have enough time to put it back to normal. So shall we go? And they just leave, just like, I'm just gonna avoid mirrors. This is terrible.
You look great. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Just breathe. Breathe.
Okay. Were we supposed to do a bell clock tower thing right now, guys?
It's fine.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can go after, but we can deliver everything and then go to the bell tower.
Okay.
Or you could do it the other way around too, because Verity, you would be expected once the day, once you were done at college.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I guess when is the person supposed to show up?
The Majestic comes is meant to arrive in the evening at the commune.
Okay, yeah. We'll drop off the food and stuff and do whatever, I guess.
It's
Okay.
Verity. Trust me, it isn't a major difference. It looks really nice. You look good. And if you want it to look the same with the others, you can bring over the other ones and we can quickly do the same so they all match. If that's what you're worried about.
Nope, that is completely fine. We are a little more, how do you say, traditional, and it's okay. We don't really fashion. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hyperventilate
Okay.
just a little bit
Yeah.
more. Like
I mean,
just
if you wanna.
like they don't have a dad, but they're definitely thinking like, oh my god, my dad's gonna kill me.
There's a part of like when you hit a part of the vestment and you see the dust fly up into the sun rays, that's kind of part of the experience, and now it's like, oh, the dust isn't there anymore.
Oh man, oh that's so gross. Oh.
Disgusting. They were described so horribly, and we made them better. And Verity's so upset. I don't.
They actually a different color now because so much dust is gone off of it. It's
They're
like
somehow brighter. Oh, beautiful.
let's just go see what Ernest says, and if it's
I'm
totally,
sure there's a spare. Yeah, you can just wear one of your gross, ugly
we
ones.
can
if you
change it
want.
back.
Yeah, there's probably a spare, and you can wear a gross, ugly one. Don't worry, Verity.
Yeah, I'll wear a gross, ugly one. Sure. Yeah, let's just go to the clock tower.
Okay, yeah, all right. We drop off the food and we go to the clock tower.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you can pull up to the commune, unload all the food, and then before anybody can really weigh in on your new fashion, Verity, you'll whisked away and start driving to a pub.
Wait, actually, Thomas,
Oh.
I would have Verity change clothes because we're going to a college. And if they come wearing that into the fancy college, we're not going to be able to get anything done because we're going to be dealing
yeah.
with people actually bullying them.
So let's. Verity, do you have a change of clothes, maybe, just so we can go incognito?
Yeah, you want to kind of look like one of the sorority kids.
Are there sorority kids in at Gasp?
Yep.
Is there even a sorority?
There
Okay.
is.
Okay. I don't think they have anything like that. They're just like Huh? Like what?
I have button-down shirts and a big robe.
Anything, in style. Have you seen the trends on Photo Lodge? Just kind of copy one of those.
Natalie.
We go back to Natalie's apartment.
She's like, what happened? It's like, oh. Yeah, so you're able to pick out a new outfit for Verity. Verity, what do you end up getting?
I don't know. Like I'll just leave it to Natalie of like what is Photo Lodge and how do I use it and what's good?
She kind of like just takes you through what is most in vogue right now, and she gives you some very nice, probably just like a terrible like frat polo shirt, and nice fitting and like good clothes, but the kinds that you just can't go do as well.
Natalie,
Just like that
Natalie.
polo.
Can I wear the Lorraine dress? Please, please, please. I want to impress all these snobby rich kids.
She says, "That's one of my most expensive dresses, Juniper. If it gets even slightly damaged, then I've lost a lot of money."
I won't damage it. I won't. I'll bring a jacket and I'll put it on and I'll change clothes if anything goes dangerous. Please let me wear the Lorraine.
Promise me.
Afraid?
I swear on my life I won't let anything happen to the Lorraine. Just let me wear it.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this, but I can't say no to that face. All right.
Oh, I've been wanting to wear it for so long.
Remember your
What
promise.
is this dress?
I'm afraid.
I am also afraid.
What do you mean? It's like something like super duper trendy. And it's
Something's gonna happen to this dress, and it's gonna be.
It's going to be
horrible.
burned somehow.
Yeah.
Like
It's
poo
gonna
ashes.
be fine. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay, wait. We should take a photo for Photo Lodge. Now that we all look cute. Wait, Lila, do you want some trendy clothes? Do you want some trendy clothes?
Sure. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, come on! I like just pull her.
Oh no.
And Nat will say, gently reminded Juniper, this is my job and my business, so in general I need to charge people for these kinds of services, but this we can do this one more time. One more time.
I'll give you my roller skating money. Here you go.
Okay.
Is it like $5 because she spent the rest of it?
Yeah. Excuse you. There's $25 there.
Oh,
Alright, so what kind of outfit does Lila get?
What kind of outfit does Layla want?
it looks like someone on Rush Week. Okay, it is like the khaki skirt and like the cute blouse and like some little hair thing or whatever, but she looks very stereotypical Rush Week, I guess.
Beautiful. All right, yeah. So now that you're all outfitted up, which, by the way, I love this just becoming a thing with, like, the goth makeover and now the prep makeover. Can't wait to see where we'll go next. It's not really prep, but whatever. I assume you all climb into Jerry and head to Altus University. Is that right?
We're gonna park Jerry a couple blocks away because there's no way we're gonna pass with Jerry.
You're not certain about
Yeah.
this, but you're pretty sure there might be some kind of poor person field that will just make Jerry bounce right off. Excellent. Yes, so you park
I feel so disgusting walking on this campus. Let's do it.
you park a ways away, and then you arrive at Altus University, and it is truly astounding to behold. I don't know how many of you have been here or witnessed it before, but the kind of learning you do at your community college is meant to be somewhat akin to what happens here, and you can't quite wrap your head around how, because they have beautiful classical architecture, gleaming white, some massive halls and wings with old people's names on them, and you see, like, beautiful, extremely manicured greens and fields with statues and water fountains that actually work. You see a bustling amount of people, just these very colorful students going back and forth, laughing and having a good time. Some of them are throwing a hammer ball around. It is truly beautiful and wonderful to behold.
Oh boy, I feel like we should have brought Desmond because like this is. I feel so. Does anyone know what we're doing?
Hi friends, are you interested in the commune of healing?
Oh my god, no!
Campus.
Very I told her to-
No.
Okay.
Are
We
you
are
interested
running
in joining the pep squad? She, like,
Oh my
hands you-
gosh!
They
a
exchanged-
pet
they
squad?
exchanged
How
pamphlets.
cute.
Oh my god.
You can totally sign up right here. It's super easy.
Oh
Okay.
wow! We're actually kind of walking around, figuring out what kind of different clubs and stuff there are. We're not sure yet what we're gonna go with, but we'll totally take the flyer. And can I just say, I love your lip gloss, and I kind of like push Verity away to stop the commute.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's just so cute.
Truly exemplifying social stealth, if we've ever seen it before. Excellent.
Thanks for the save.
So, sort of forming a protective shield around Verity's just natural openness. It's easy to spot the clock tower. It stands sort of pride of place in the center of the grounds in this area, and boy, they have so much. They have their own, sports fields. They have countless, different buildings. It is one Golden Acres Spellcrafting Polytechnic could fit into half of one of these buildings. It is obscene.
Dang, you don't need all this space to learn things. Books have all the words in them already.
You see some students riding mythical beasts to get to their classes. People flying on manticores and on pegasi and unicorns, just casually going about their day.
It seems so expensive. Why?
You know, they're having a good time. We gotta get to the clock tower.
Yep.
Do you guys know anyone that we should avoid at the school? I only know Jason. Probably should avoid him. That'd be awkward. So let's just try to.
The guy that I went on a date with, like, I know him on site, I think. I don't know his name.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we both should avoid boy trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just avoid all boys.
I think that's a good thing. Yeah. And besides, the girls here are really pretty too, so works out.
All right. Yeah, you start heading over to the clock tower. Nobody really pays you a whole lot of mind. For the most part, people are just trying to get to where they want to get to, and you can see there's a high volume of students in this place, so you easily blend in amongst everybody else. And before too long, you arrive at the clock tower. This is a majestic, very old looking clock tower, definitely built when this university was first established, but obviously kept up with and maintained over the years. It's got sort of beautiful sort of filigree on the outside as well, and a lot of sort of the founders' names etched into it as well, forever commemorating the wonderful task they have done of gifting the world with this university. And heading inside, you basically enter a room that is it is sort of a small museum-like area where it has a couple of things here and there that are like, here is, the first paper that was signed to fully, get the university established. And here is a picture of all the founders, and you see a bunch of smiling old people who look very pleased with themselves, and sort of some memorabilia concerning the mascot of the university as well, like how it first was created, kind of. And it's a beautiful, majestic platinum dragon, of course, because what else would it be?
Of course it is.
And
Obviously.
there's a velvet rope in front of a staircase that seems to lead up and up and up and around the sort of perimeter of this clock tower, going all the way up.
Ooh. Okay. I feel like that's probably where we go, right?
Not like magically alarmed or physically alarmed in any way. Like the rope, there's no security system attached to it.
I look at it. Is the rope magic?
Give me an investigate. Anything that can help you figure out magic will apply.
Yes. Magically attuned.
Magically attuned.
My eyes are magic. Wow. I can't scroll up. Sorry, I'm vamping.
No worries.
It's
Also, there's perfect air conditioning in this building, and you know that Gasp does not have that.
Dang, our school's the worst.
It hasn't hit you too hard yet because it's not the time of year for it to be
I
sweltering.
recognize that air conditioning contributes to global warming, but my god, I love it.
Okay, I only got a 1. I'm not the bestest investigator. Okay.
All right, you get one question you can ask me. What would you like your question to be from this investigation?
Is it magically guarded?
The velvet rope does not appear to be magically guarded, no.
I don't see any magic on it, but sometimes magic can be hidden inside things.
Okay.
It simply has the power of the authority that any velvet rope possesses.
Cool.
Cool. I should take this time to throw on a jacket over my dress just to be safe here.
Love it.
There's no one around to impress.
Okay. So if you bypass the integrity of the velvet rope, then we have truly crossed into the zone of no return. You start heading up the staircase. Beautiful kind of shining wood with a very sort of fancy carpet set across the middle. These sort of gold bars, not gold, but gold colored bars that sort of press the carpet down, make it look extra fancy and nice. And as you head up, takes a while. This is the second time recently some of you had to go up a lot of stairs. If only there was some kind of magic for this. But yeah, you keep going and going and going. The higher up you get, the more you can see out the windows, which are quite firmly barred shut. You can see sort of parts of the grounds and really sort of get a greater appreciation of just how much land this university takes up. And you see it's even like a bit over sort of a hill you can see where it's like, oh, there's even more. And they have their own, Olympic swimming pool and all sorts of other incredible facilities as well. But you keep ascending, going up and up and up, and you probably need to take a break, or at least those of you who aren't Juniper probably need to take a little break. But soon enough, the stair basically goes all the way around the square perimeter of this clock tower, going up and up and up and up. And you can sort of look over the edge and see, it goes all the way down and see a nice little fancy crest of the university way at the bottom. And eventually, you get to the top of these stairs because they stop at a large rather fancy wooden door, and on the top of this wooden door there is a gargoyle that stands guard. But nothing appears to be moving or doing anything right now. It's just a door and a gargoyle.
Okay, wait. Ooh, let's just take a minute here.
Oh, are you guys not good? Okay. You know what we should do after we solve this mystery? We should find the Enigma Society. And, like, write a note saying the Mystery Club is better and then leave.
Do we want to pick a fight with them?
Yeah! Oh,
No.
okay.
We have minimal resources.
But a lot of spunk!
Yes. A lot of drive, a lot of spirit, but
And really cute clothes.
yes, we are stylish. But I was gonna ask, what exactly are we supposed to be looking for here?
I don't know, didn't we just get a vague message from, like, the weird alien god thing we
Yes,
met?
you did get a vague message from the alien god. That is correct. It was basically a picture of this clock tower. Desmond was able to extrapolate a little bit more because he's been here before. Back in his Altus University days, he has actually been in this clock tower and has been exactly where you are right now. And he told you that basically nobody in the school knew how to get past this doorway. It seemed completely impenetrable. It was a little bit of a sort of a sneaky challenge amongst the students. Like, naturally, no student was actually allowed up here, but that didn't stop them. Basically, there is a way to access this place, but nobody knows how. And you have a list of passwords.
So maybe we just go to the gargoyle and say all the passwords until it opens.
And then you hear it say, "You can try that if you want."
Yay! I start naming them all.
Wait. Do we have like a limited number of guesses?
Oh, that's true. Is this like a Rumpelstiltskin thing? I don't know. I read fairy tales. There's a book.
Only one password will get you into this place, and you
So
will
we can-
not get into this place with that password. So don't even bother trying.
Wait,
Okay.
we can't get in even with the right password?
Yeah, wait. How does that work?
You notice that the gargoyle, while they're sort of moving a bit of their face, their eyes remain shut, and they kind of have a sort of pig demon appearance to them as well, sort of a large snout and sort of quite bulbous, exaggerated features. Their eyes are definitely closed, though. It's almost like somebody took extra effort to make the eyelashes like extra visible on the bottom of their eye. Their eyes are not open, and they say, "I cannot see you, but I do not recognize your voice. So, as I said, don't even bother getting past."
Hello, it's me, the principal of the other school.
Oh boy, no. We're new. We're new.
I love golfing so much.
The gargoyle says, "Is that you, Dean? Speak the
Yes!
words and I'll open up the passageway."
Oh, my brain is so fuzzy from my love of golf. Let me try a couple of my passcodes.
Yeah, try all of them. You say them all, and the gargoyle says, "No, that's not. None of those is right. Maybe it's your other set of passwords."
Oh yes, my other set in my room. I must go get them now. Thank you so much for your assistance. Oh, golf is fun.
This probably only applies to Lila, but you get the impression this gargoyle's taking you on a ride.
Yeah, it's a, listen, bud. Why are your eyes shut?
Because my job does not require sight. It requires only listening.
Oh, that sucks.
So, have you just never been out of here?
I'm a defensive construct. I'm not built with those kinds of desires in mind. You know what I'm chock full of? Purpose. And that purpose is to make sure nobody gets through the passageway who isn't already, shall we say, allowed.
So, even if we have the password, you're not going to let us through because you're like a guard dog, so you don't know us, so you're not going to be friendly about it.
If it were easy, then I wouldn't be very good at this.
Who is allowed? Can you tell us that?
You already did an impression of him. I'm not going to mince words and pretend like you don't already know that information.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry. From what I understand, he's a terrible boss.
I wouldn't know.
So, I just tried the handle.
The door opens. And you open it up, and it is an extremely tiny supply closet. And the gargoyle says, "You have unlocked the ancient riddle. The chosen one has been discovered. Only those with the humility to realize that not grandiose passwords, but the simple act of turning a handle were worthy to enter. Congratulations. Feast on your reward. You have earned it."
You're really sarcastic.
I have fun when I can.
I mean, what's behind the door? The actual door, not just the supply closet.
Yeah.
The fancy passageway? I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I've never been myself. Bit stuck.
Do you want to go? What if we just like pick you up and we all go together?
Interesting. But again, I really have very few desires, and leaving this place is certainly not one of them.
Do you know why the Dean of Gasp is like undead and weird?
I do not. No.
Hey, Verity, you wanna make him like us more? Just gonna whisper that. What if you make us like super duper best friends forever?
I just turned to them. Do you want to be super duper best friends forever?
What does that involve?
I don't know. We can sing songs together, hang out together. I could tell you about Omnius. Except for Omnius right now, we don't even have to be friends. And I think as Verity talks, the more just like connections kind of appear just unconsciously.
Right.
And then we can wear clothes together and get into really big danger together and then cook food together. Probably not all at the same time, but all of this will happen.
The gargoyle says, "That truly sounds wonderful. A myriad of new experiences. But of course, friendship comes with boundaries, right? And understanding that one's created purpose can never be breached, right?
That's a good point.
Because otherwise it would
Verity?
just be transactional, right? And that, what kind of friendship is that?
One where we both get what we want in the end.
Again, I will not get what I want. What I want is the password spoken by the one who knows it.
But we do know it.
Yeah, we know the password.
Again, the one who is a permitted passage. None of you are that person.
Maybe we are, though, and maybe you're just really bad at your job, and you haven't figured it out that it's us all along, and you failed the test!
Prove who you are, then. Let's hear it.
It is I!
Oh boy.
Incredible.
I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh my god.
I want to do something. I don't know. This probably isn't gonna work. Can I use spirit sense? Are there any ghosts around here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll, change the game. See if you can, see if there's a spirit around.
Let's see.
Who are you gonna call? Lila.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna use conduit, medium container, and spirit sense.
Sounds good. Track down any spirits.
Great success.
Oh! Alright, you get 2 juice. How would you like to spend that juice?
Oh shoot, what are my options? Hold on, let me see.
So you can establish something in the scene. You can create a status on the gargoyle, like spooked or something.
Want to see if there's a spirit around who was previously allowed entry.
Interesting. There wouldn't be anything like that, but I can tell you that this isn't a gargoyle. This is a spirit shoved inside a material.
Ah,
Oh.
And as such, there's sort of a part of your brain that's able to sort of peel back the stone edifice and see the spirit within.
Lad, how long have you been in there?
I don't really measure time, so I don't know.
Are you aware that you're supposed to like not be in
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting
What is...
ploy. Let's see where it goes.
there? Like you're a person. I'm not making this up.
Wait.
Like someone took your soul and just like shoved it into stone.
What I am is a guardian. That's all.
But you're not.
Hold
You're
on.
inherently like you're not supposed to be trapped in there.
Is our dean a bad guy? Because they have a weird ghost spirit who they force to do all their labor as their secretary. And now they keep a weird ghost spirit to force
There's
doing
an awful lot of
passwords.
like necromantic things happening.
Yeah,
here.
that's like a lot. That's like a lot. And people keep dying at their school. I think our dean's a bad person.
Is this Dean a bad person?
I mean, they sound like they're brothers. But maybe they're an evil family.
Are they even?
Are they? I don't know. They hang out.
Are they different? Is our Dean the same as this Dean? I don't know. Have we seen them?
I don't think any of your characters. Only Desmond has seen both deans.
No, there was
Okay.
a picture of the two of them together in the
Oh,
library.
that's true. There was, yes.
And I saw
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's why I knew they looked kind of similar before one of them got all weird looking.
Rock.
Okay, so we know that this thing is not supposed to be here. What can we do? Oh my god.
Should you do your magic medium thing and make it go away? Help it
Uh,
go pass. Help it go to the next life or something.
But I mean, I can't really do that if it doesn't want to move on.
Well, maybe it does. Hey, do you enjoy life?
It
Fuck.
doesn't really factor into my existence.
Okay, but like, think about it for a moment.
No,
Because you're really sarcastic and bitter. Are you happy?
thrilled.
That's a
yeah,
lie.
that
That's a
sounds
lie.
fantastic.
They're miserable, Lila. You gotta fix this. This is a spirit who needs your help.
Can I try to like help it remember who they are?
Can you?
Like try to forge the connection more and kind of like take a walk down literally memory lane.
Is there anybody you know who's good at connections?
Oh, hey. Verity. Do you see any connections to this gargoyle?
Do I?
On initial viewing, Verity, you do see that there is one that is very strong, and one that's kind of strong but kind of funky, and a bunch of other connections as well that are a little bit more faint, almost forgotten or suppressed or eroded by time. So far more than being a simple door defense mechanism would initially suggest.
That's weird.
So weird.
Can you maximize the fading?
It's not exactly memories aren't exactly magic. I can amplify Verity. And what Verity does. But I can't just, whoa, memories be strong. That's what Verity would do. But I can talk to Verity's magic as it does its thing. Speaking of which, Verity, are you like fully aware of all of what your magic does? Because there's like, I've
Nope.
noticed a couple.
Ooh.
Okay, I've noticed a couple things a couple times where it's. We'll talk later. Let's worry about this now.
Okay. So, what are we doing?
You should try to make them pull on the bonds to make them stronger, and I'll try to make you stronger.
And I'll
Okay.
try to combine my powers with theirs to.
By our powers combined. This is the
Yeah.
weirdest, like.
Ultimate teamwork mystery club power move.
Oh my
Ah!
gosh. To
Incredible.
try and like help him connect to the actual spirit side of him.
All right, why don't Lila and Juniper, both of you give me a change the game. Anything applicable to the powers you're invoking will help. And then whatever you make there, we can either give a status to Verity or create story tags to help them out.
Hey, Lila, have a +1 from one of my help points.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
you. You can have a plus line from mine as well.
Whoa! This
Aw.
truly is the mightiest friendship moment we've witnessed so
I
far.
know.
It's beautiful. Take that, wholesome meal.
All
Making
right,
seed.
great success.
Did mine work? I clicked on it.
Uh,
Oh, okay,
two
great success!
successes with 3s. Should we make this straightforward and just say we'll give a +6 to Verity's next thing?
Yep.
Is that good with both of you?
That's
Yep.
good with me.
Cool.
Holy shit.
So Verity,
Come on, Verity.
you can try. So Verity, try and be as specific as possible. What exactly are you doing with these bonds? Bearing in mind that you are both maximized by Juniper, and there's some sort of ability to like really tap into the spirit of this person through Lila as well.
Ooh. What is the goal? Are we just trying to make ourselves friends, or
We're trying to strengthen
Like old memories.
its faded bonds, essentially,
Okay.
to help it remember
Who it
what it
was.
actually is,
Mhm.
kind of a thing.
Okay. Alright, sounds good.
I think, yeah.
We're gonna
A
try
lot of
it.
experimental magic going on right now.
Yes, it is also experimental magic, and I think Verity is just trying to they're strengthening it, but I think they're doing something weird. They're also braiding it as well, and just seeing
Yeah.
does that even work?
Just kind of
Ooh.
massaging it a bit, seeing what will happen. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
All right. This is an unusual combination of magic, so I'm actually gonna call this "Take the Risk." So roll "Take
Oh
the
boy.
Risk."
The
Plus
+6 though.
6?
Plus
Fuck.
6.
That's
Actually,
real
actually,
hard
hold
to
on.
fail.
Hold on
Oh,
one
no.
second.
Oh, fuck.
No, yeah, we'll say take the risk. We'll say take the risk.
And then you can add any of your own pluses, so you're just gonna get pretty dang high.
Yeah, it'll be highly unlikely for this to go bad.
I mean, if it does go bad, we'll just get, sucked into the void.
All right. So
Love
Verity,
it. I love void sucking.
you feel immensely powerful from the combined efforts that both Lila and Juniper are giving you right now. To the point where it's almost a bit volatile, even. The bonds as you see them are so that their clarity is so potent. The entire world seems to just fade away as you see nothing but bonds, and not just here, but in a radius around this entire campus. Not anywhere in the clock tower, but as soon as that radius hits the ground, you suddenly see just a almost fathomless spiderweb of bonds shooting out in all sorts of directions across all kinds of distances and all kinds of colors and types. It is utterly mesmerizing and a little bit overwhelming as well. But what you have before you is a bond to this creature's very spirit, and you can feel that it is akin to a piece of string that has been sort of frayed, and different pieces have been put in different places, and here you have access to one of those pieces. And potentially the very core of this entity's being. What happens next, Verity?
I mean, do these... It's just one or two, right? Just literally just 50-50?
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess I'm a little confused. I meant... Nothing. I think I misunderstood. We're fine. Frayed one. Yeah, I guess you know what? I'm just gonna kind of melt it in with the stronger one that I saw earlier. Just kind of wrap it around, and that's just weave it into another stronger one.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
just see if that works.
When you do that, it creates this sort of bizarre sensation in your body of you kind of taking this much sort of proactive change, and in the process the bond strikes you with immediate familiarity of someone. You've seen this before. Where have you seen this before? And then it hits you. This is the very similar, if not exactly the same, as the kind of spiritual bond that Mel had, the secretary to the dean. The sad, anxiety-riddled ghost spirit, kind of. You get the impression that Mel might be multiple things sort of
They ripped Mel apart.
separated into different places.
Oh, Mel.
Which might explain why Mel's a bit of an emotional train wreck when you meet him.
Together?
I think I just, as soon as Verity realizes, they just put it gently to the side. I'm just like, oh, that's what that is. Okay, we're just gonna put that over there.
You also see that one of the bonds that is strongest, you could potentially just slap that onto somebody else very quickly to convince this gargoyle that somebody else is on the other end of that bond.
I'll attach it to Lila because
Oh no.
Immediately, this sort of power surges into Lila, and you all hear the gargoyle say, "Ah, you're here. Speak the words and I will open the way."
What's the words? What's the words?
Start reading all of them. Start reading
I
all
just
of them.
start reading them.
By the time you read the words, "I love my brother," the gargoyle suddenly bursts into hysterics and laughs so much that their sort of pig mouth opens wider and wider and wider, and then suddenly it slams down on all of you, and all of you are sucked into the gargoyle's mouth and are plummeting through an abyss.
Thomas, what is it with you and us getting into people's mouths?
yeah, like why Abyss? Why?
Like the seventh creature that we just ended up in this mouth.
You gotta be more careful, I guess. And suddenly,
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Did we fuck up? I don't know.
No.
suddenly you find yourselves thrown into turmoil. Verity, as you are moving, you get caught up in the mother of all tangles, and I'm going to need you to face danger again, and this time we're going to invoke your tangled up weakness as well, or whatever
Sounds
it was
good.
called.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about Mel now.
Yeah, completely missed.
Well.
That's
Okay,
a 5.
Oh my god, poor Mel.
No, Verity.
so Verity, you might have messed with some things a little above your pay grade.
Oh no.
You're gonna take the Sundered 4 status, and this is effectively a psychological condition you're suffering from right now. Basically, you saw behind the veil, and it was too much for your mortal eyes to comprehend. And this sort of rapid jettison of witnessing all this wonder is kind of resulting in some dangerous feedback for you. So you feel a sudden, horrible sort of headache, and your powers feel weaker as a result.
Okay, what is the attack called again? Sorry.
Sundered.
Sundered. Thank you.
And we are going to burn one of your tags. We're going to burn emotional connections.
Brilliant. Okay.
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. We fucked up, guys. I think we messed up. I think we.
Well, we
Well,
might
you
be
can
inside.
Recover.
Are we inside?
You find yourselves inside a sort of dome-like study, because there's a desk here, there's a laptop on the desk, there are murals that decorate the walls, and there are various bits and pieces of sort of random junk or artifacts that you can see splayed out on some tables at the side of this room as well. Otherwise, it is fairly Spartan in here. And then you suddenly hear, what just happened? And you hear the voice of the gargoyle, but you cannot see its presence currently.
Hi, Mel.
Mel?
And Verity, you see that the connection that you sort of transfused onto Lila is getting tauter and tauter and tauter.
Oh god.
You probably have about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Uh,
I tell them we gotta go quick.
okay, I take out my phone and I just start videoing all of the murals and everything.
Excellent.
We can look at them later and decipher them later.
Sounds good. Anything else any of you are doing in this study area before you move on?
Ruffling through the desk. Whoa.
Yeah, Juniper, things you find basically a series of old, artifacts that should be in a museum kind of thing. You find pieces of stone with like some scratching on it. You find what looks like a very old tool of some kind, a scrap of cloth, stuff that looks like someone just stole from a museum and just kind of shoved into this desk.
That's really boring. Are they magic?
Kinda. It looks like they used to be quite magical, but right now they are mundane, so they have sort of echoes on them.
Oh, like how old is the magic? Can I see if it's a very elderly magic?
A few centuries. Your best guess.
Wow, that's a really old magic. Pick one up. Anything happen?
Nope.
If I touch it?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, a bit of it might break. They're a bit sensitive.
Oh boy.
I just kind of shake it. It has century-old magic on it.
Maybe you shouldn't wave it around.
That's fine. I haven't talked to it. It's sleeping. This magic is real old. It's almost dead. It'd be hard to wake up.
Again, do we know what we're looking for at all?
No!
Cool.
Just keep
Cool,
touching
cool, cool.
things.
If you would like, you can roll an investigation check. Anybody who would like to take the lead on that.
I'll roll one, I guess.
Cool.
I'm not great at that. Is anyone better at it?
I have like one tag that I could use for it.
I can have one too. I got magically attuned, and that is it.
Faraday, do you have anything?
Like so.
Okay, I'm going to...
Here, Layla, you should do it, and you should use the power tag research and investigation, and I have one more help point with you, so we can get you to a +3 that way.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask if I could burn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So yeah, make sure everybody on your crew sheet burn that power tag, research and investigation.
Right. And is Keep Calm Carry On still burnt?
No.
I don't think that was actually used, was it?
I don't think it was used.
No.
We just talked about it.
Okay, so this is investigate.
All right.
And... mild
Okay.
success.
You get 3 questions, and then something extra happens. So,
Oh, no,
what are
no,
your
no.
questions?
Boy. What in here would be useful to us?
Ooh, interesting. Define useful.
Useful for paying back our debts or furthering any of our investigations, like the murder investigation.
Beyond the video you've already taken, there's an entire laptop there that can contain who knows how much information. And
Okay.
it is likely that you have the password for it as well.
Boom, type that in. Da-da-da-da.
It takes quite a few attempts, but yes, laptop. What's your next question?
Is there anything in here that could help us help Mel?
Interesting. Let's see. There isn't necessarily anything in this room that will help you help Mel, but the strands of sort of being that Verity found, you are pretty certain that between you and them, you could combine your powers to potentially help put those back together if you wanted to.
Okay.
Our powers combined.
Yeah.
It's like we're Sailor Moon.
Last question.
Any ideas here, guys?
What's going on between the brothers? Do they like each other? Do they hate each other? That is my question.
I guess what is the relationship between the brothers? What's happening there? Is there any evidence in here or hints?
Family photos that kind of hint towards that they like each other.
Way in the back of one of the desks that you're only able to uncover due to your furious rummaging, Juniper, you do find that there is there's sort of a picture frame that looks to be sort of a picture of an avian family of some kind, and you see that it's you recognize that it is the 2 brothers graduating. They're both wearing their caps. They both got their fancy things on. And they got their diplomas in hand and everything. And things look good. They look happy, enjoying each other's presence. When you quickly look at the laptop, however, you notice that there is a file that says, "My bastard of a brother. And opening that up, it is a lot of information about the dean of Altus University. You know that his name is Bentham Grimclaw, whereas your dean is Abadus Grimclaw. And it seems like these two have had a major falling out, to put it mildly. But there's a lot of stuff in this folder that is less like intel or anything like that, and almost like just memes of mocking his brother. Not quite memes, but more like clumsy photoshops, or a picture from a newspaper that says, revolutionary dean, leads education in a new direction. Just like clumsily defaced, like stinky dean does terrible things and is a worse brother, and I hate him. So you very quickly learn that the relationship between these two is extremely antagonistic.
Wow.
They literally fight like 5-year-olds. Like, you're stinky.
Wow.
Sibling rivalry going to the extreme, even they're in their old ages.
Okay.
Can we go through the laptop and see if we find anything?
Yeah, can I just start emailing files to myself?
Yeah.
It's not connected to any kind of network, but yes, there's a wealth of information on this laptop. But
Should we just steal a laptop?
Feels
Verity
big.
did not.
My bag!
Verity didn't say that, but Cindy said that out of character.
You know what? I
The
just
laptop,
put it
right,
in
on
my
the desktop?
bag.
Oh my god.
that makes it extremely easy to choose which consequence arrives of this investigation.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Too
Maybe I
late.
shouldn't.
Verity, you see that the line is getting taller and taller, and you're not entirely sure what's going to happen if that snaps. So you think it would be best to basically yell as loud as you can to get this gargoyle to get you out of here as soon as possible. And yeah, it's up to you if you'd like to follow through on that or see where this goes.
Maybe we should leave now that we have the laptop, right? Just leave. Just leave the school forever. With my even more dangerous documents now. Never come here again. It's full of boys we don't want to see anyway.
Yeah. Are we leaving?
I think time's up.
Let's leave.
Let's leave.
Okay. So Verity, you're able to talk to the gargoyle and just be like, well, actually, no, it's not Verity, it's Lila. You're able to basically say like, hey, we're done. But...
Okay, we need to go now.
And
Thank
immediately you are shot up as though through a cannon, and then you find yourself deposited back in front of that mundane door, and in the process, Verity, you see that the bond attached to Lila grows extremely taut and then snaps.
I book it down the stairs.
And the resulting bond just whips in all sorts of directions from the force of it. Everybody, not just Verity, can see that there is a significant scar cleaved into part of the wall and part of the ceiling where you're at, and it leaves a sort of glowing, ember-like glow within when that happens as well.
Oh, we done fucked up.
We should leave. Let's just leave.
We're running. We're just running.
Yeah.
We're just going. We're just bye.
And you're booking it. You're heading down the stairs and trying to make your escape out of this place. Cut
We're
to.
gonna go to jail. We're gonna go to jail.
Help Mel!
Cut to another realm, an unknown place. Suddenly, a creature leans back in a squeaky office chair, puts their feet up on their desk, and we can see they have long, sharp talons for feet
Oh no.
that seem to have burning soles of their feet. They sway a pointed tail around lazily, and then hear a bap, ba-da-da, bap, and they look over and open up an email, and they smile, revealing a lot of fangs. And they say, "Looks like somebody's been naughty." And they get up from their office chair, and they beep, press a button on their laptop, and a wall spins around, revealing various implements of pain and torture.
Great.
Swords, flails, whips. They reach out and they grab a whip with many serrated blades on it, and immediately pull it to their belt, and then their wings unfurl. They throw their hair back, kind of stretch a little bit, and say, not going to be a slow day after all. And they press boop, another button on their laptop, and a hellish portal opens up. And you see their silhouette as they step through.
I'm gonna die.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, running for your lives, you manage to make it down the clock tower. It's fair to say adrenaline has carried you quite far, and you're booking it, and eventually make it outside the university grounds. There are some people who look at you just like, uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. And before you even realize it, you're back at Jerry once again, and then that's when sort of the fatigue catches up with you of just like...
Okay, it's cool. You can steal things in murder investigations. I watched it on the TV show. We didn't do anything wrong. We'll give it back afterwards.
You should stop watching TV.
Hold on, let me just email everything to myself, and then we can just throw it back at the school grounds and they'll find it.
You should wipe it down before you do that.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm not good at email. Layla, help me.
Okay, I do it.
I love these hapless college students.
As fast as possible, I email a whole bunch of BS.
It's okay. I took like one semester of forensics class. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, incredible.
Easy, Mark. Maybe he can help us.
So specifically, Lila, what are you doing?
So I'm looking for anything important that's not just, crappy memes of
Yes.
his brother.
Yeah, you can see there are various files. A lot of it is, how to put this? It's like data sheets almost, a lot of measurings, and you don't entirely understand the context from what you've been given, but a lot of numbers being measured, and there's also a sort of a long sort of series of notes or journal that's been saved as well that effectively lists sort of a tug of war of sorts. It doesn't go into specifics, but it kind of goes along the lines of it says basically, what was the dean's name again? It basically says like the date and then Bentham scored ground, and then the date again, I scored ground, and kind of a back and forth like that again and again and again. And then some notes about a place called that's referred to as the Rift that is talked about a lot as sort of a proper noun for a lot of the things that Dean is describing pertaining to losses within the Rift. And something that strikes you is that in the sort of last section of some of these notes, and a lot of them sort of reference to physical files as well, which you potentially are in possession of as well once they can be decrypted. There is a mention at the very end that says, Natalie has been sacrificed. I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Oh boy. Okay.
We did it! It's a fucking dean! Let's go kill him or something! And
Well, no, we shouldn't kill him. We should turn him into the proper authorities and
you think
along
those
with the
eels are
evidence-
gonna help?
The eels aren't gonna help. That's the problem. We gotta.
Lila.
we should.
Your fingers are getting warm.
Lila, send!
I send it.
So this computer actually has no network capabilities whatsoever, so you'll need a drive or something equivalent to...
I root through the glove
Jerry's
box.
glove box, of course, yes! Oh, beautiful. Roll to change the game, and if you succeed, you can potentially
Okay,
get
mystical
exactly what you need.
bottomless glove box. Come on, Woody.
Beautiful, this is
Okay.
exactly what this
All
is
right,
for.
Jerry. So can I use loyal Steve since he's loyal?
There's no question of his
Provides.
loyalty right now.
Let's see, is there anything else? I'm gonna use researcher and well,
You're not researching the glove box. You're just
no. That
rifling
would be
through
like
it.
to get. I was thinking 2 steps ahead. I was thinking like,
Sure.
okay, we got to get this onto a thumb drive. Okay, change the game. Come on, buddy. Yes!
A great
Okay.
success. Someone just straight up say that you create the tag, thumb drive, like immediately.
Thumb drive.
I do
we
need you,
go.
however, to face danger, because before your eyes, this laptop is glowing brightly. And the screen is starting to flicker and break, and there is smoke billowing from it.
Okay, can I burn keep calm and carry on, guys, to keep my cool and get all this info? Yeah. Okay.
No, do it. Here,
All
I'll
right.
just hold the flash drive for you. Just over here.
And
Okay, so
the
that
laptop
is-
is burning your lap. It is creating noxious fumes in the car. The plastic is melting.
Verity's just blowing at it, just
Verity, see a witch timing thing we
Okay,
want.
can I use researcher for this to quickly grab everything that I need? Everything that's
We'll say
important?
that, yeah, sure. You've had
Okay.
experience having to do this kind of stuff again and again and again.
Okay, so this is face danger, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Soon the noxious smoke gets
Okay.
bad. A great success for never taking it. No stats at all. Absolutely incredible. You all witness Lila do something very unusual, which is that it is clear that her flesh is, badly getting hurt, and her natural sort of instinctual reflexes are keeping her from doing anything. But Lila, you don't even notice that you're doing this. But Verity and Juniper, you can see that there is a spectral aspect of Lila, maybe her spirit, that is reaching through her corporeal body and doing the tasks that need to be done. Very quickly making transfers, grabbing the thumb drive, so that her flesh is not burnt. It is just her soul stuff that is performing all these actions. And
We
Lila,
have it.
seconds later, thumb drive is in your hand. You didn't eject the disc, so let that lay on your head. Actually, you got a great success, so you even managed to eject the disc safely.
Okay, are we near like a body of water? Like, is there a river?
There's a large lake in Golden Acres, but there's probably if you're near the university still, there's definitely some fancy water feature nearby.
Okay,
Oh,
then
hold
we're
on.
going to try.
Let's just write Cult of Enlightenment was here, throw it on the ground, and just have them take the fall.
It's about to
Problem
blow up.
It is seconds away from.
solved. Okay,
we chuck it out the window.
Pond.
Get in the window and leave.
And a student heading home from a long day of study with a lot of homework that they have left to do.
Not our problem. Not our problem.
Suddenly, as they go home, a flaming laptop flies through the air, billowing toxic fumes everywhere, lands with a combination of a splatter and a crash on the ground, spilling its guts everywhere, and then the student is just like pulling off their headphones like, what?
Scream
in
4
the-
as we do.
And then a column of
Oh,
flame
no.
extends into the sky and renders this laptop utterly in twain, and left behind
Kill a person?
is a dangerous-looking pentagram. No, you didn't kill this person. They effortlessly conjured up a magic seal at the last minute because they're a gifted Altus student.
Okay.
Okay.
They're just
We're
like,
leaving.
I should ask the Enigma Society about this one. That's weird.
They're gonna investigate us. Oh no, we're gonna have to try to solve this case before they catch us. Oh no.
Look, we don't have time to worry about the Enigma Society and their fancy dancy machineries. We gotta go. The
Okay,
dean
no,
killed
we
Natalie.
leave the scene of the crime.
The dean killed Natalie. Also, the two of you, we should talk about your power stuff, because Lila, you just did something weird there. Verity, you've been doing something weird thing there, and it's pinging at me over and over. And I know what my power does, but are you sure you two do?
I said I didn't.
We've been over this. I have no idea.
We're both so lost.
This conversation is happening, by the way, but all of you are like feverishly trying to like wind down the windows in this bad station wagon, and one only goes halfway.
Okay, Lila, your spirit was typing things, not you. Don't know how you did that, but great job. Verity, You're aware of that, right? You're not just super persuasive. There's something magical happening too, right?
What do you mean? They're all my friends. Everyone's
No,
just
Verity,
super
you
nice.
make them your friends with magic. I see it connect. I don't know exactly how you're doing or what's happening, but as soon as they start liking you more, I can see some new magic on them.
Maybe we're all just friends and friendship is magic. Have you ever thought about that? You rope hater?
Wait, are you a friend mage?
I'm a
friendship
friend
mage?
mage. I'm a friend mage. I'm a
Those
friendship
exist.
vendor.
Friendship is literally magic.
Friendship is literally magic.
Okay, so my whole thing is that I can see magic. I'm from a world where magic's a lot more real than it is here. And I'm not sure that this is entirely friendship. Just think about it, okay? I don't fully know what's going on because it's hard to see. And the times that it's been happening has been in really crazy situations. If I could maybe just observe you doing it to someone in a peaceful time, maybe I could get more information for you. I don't know, Verity. I just think you should be aware that what you're doing isn't entirely just chit-chatting. Lila, your soul came out of your body and typed. That is cool. Problem solved. Let's go.
My soul came out of my body.
Yeah. Your soul did that, not you.
That's a problem. That's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome.
No. It's okay. I have an appointment. To talk about this. Oh boy.
Okay. God, I'm so glad I don't have real magic. Your guys' issues is so awful.
So are we gonna go,
So like,
do the majestic potluck?
what? Are we going to the
Yeah.
cult thing? I got like murder documents and emails to sort through. I was just thinking of going to the cat cafe and logging on.
Well,
Plus, I posted.
sorry, but you would, for both of you to like be there for the Majestic to show up would be very unusual because you'd
That's why I
probably
said I
make a
wasn't
bad
going.
impression,
Okay.
yeah.
That's why I said I wasn't going. I wanted to look through the emails. Anyway, like,
Okay.
But Verity, of
just go-
course, is expected.
we should
All
go
right.
look through the emails. They can handle that. Like, we should figure this out, right? So I'm gonna sort through all those email stuff and figure that. Also, I posted a new picture on Photolodge when we got all dressed up, and that means I have to sort through my DMs and delete a lot of stuff. So
Hey, doesn't that give away our disguises?
no, Have you seen my Photolodge? I'm kind of like a minor fashion influencer for Natalie's brand. It's normal.
Yeah, so a whole bunch of people saw you wearing the outfit that,
Right.
you were wearing while
don't
we
tell it-
committed
okay.
theft.
I didn't know we were going to be thieving. I was just trying to blend in an outlist. I never told them I was going to Gasp. If anything, people would assume whatever. Yes, sure. No, actually, wait. We never told our names to Mel. We're solid. All they know is our voices.
Okay, yeah. We gotta figure out how to help Mel.
Yeah, and Natalie, who died and they killed her. For
I mean,
some
yes.
sacrifice.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
our principal did, Lila!
Yeah, and he also ripped apart someone's soul.
Yeah, our principal is evil and really bad at memes.
Yeah.
He's old, give him a break.
Okay. So just to regroup, we gotta drop off Verity so that
Right, so you
Verity can go
meet
to
your
the
cult
majestic
person. Yeah.
meeting. And then we're gonna email dive.
We're gonna email dive.
We should maybe use a dummy computer for this. I don't know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I was thinking maybe we would like go to the cat cafe or something. There's computers there.
What? No, what if it explodes the cats?
Oh, that's a very good point.
No. Gasp's computer lab, however.
Gas computer lab. I'm okay with risking student lives. I'm not
Yeah, but
risking
that's where
cat
the
lives.
principal is. That's where the principal is.
I don't know. It's not like any of us live in like a nice house where we have infinite laptops.
We don't.
At least they're not here right
$25
now.
to Natalie to borrow her clothes. And I,
Can we say whether or not we know someone who? Well, we could contact Mark.
he loves me so much. I'm sure he'll help.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, sure. I'll call Mark. Give me your phone. I love bothering Mark. He's funny.
Okay, I passed my phone over. I feel like I've given her too much power.
Hello, this is Mark. Who's
Hi,
this?
it's Juniper.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
What
So
piece of
how's-
electronics do you need replaced this time?
Well, I got some
The
murder
shittiest
documents,
computer.
and I blew up a computer, and I don't know if it's gonna blow up another one. Do you have any like advice on how I can open these murder documents without blowing things up?
When you say blow up, can you describe to me the particulars behind, like,
Uh-huh.
is it a memory issue, or were you, like, shoving forks into the ports or something?
Oh, nothing. We took the information from the computer. It turned red and hot, and then exploded. And we threw it, and it hit another student, and we ran away.
Okay. So computers...
There was a pentagram.
We didn't see that. I don't think. We
Oh,
saw
that's
that.
right. That's right.
You
Yeah.
caught the sight of something.
Oh, and
We
there
did
was
see a
some-
column of flame shoot
There was a
in the
huge
air.
column of flames and like maybe a pentagram. We couldn't make it all the way out though.
Oh, thank goodness. This is way beyond my wheelhouse. I am in straight up mundane tech support. This is delving into magic tech support. I am not your guy. Bye.
We just
Wait,
need a
wait,
shitty
wait,
computer.
Wait, how do I? Where's the shittiest computer I can get? Mark, what's the shittiest computer I can
We
get?
just need a
Where is it?
sacrificial computer.
You want one that won't matter if it explodes.
You can go to a local electronics shop. They always have something.
Well, give me some advice, Mark. What's the best one to get for my money that I don't have, Mark?
Best shittiest one that you can get
If
for
you're
your
just
money.
trying to read files, there's literally nothing that'll be, terrible. But if this makes your computer explode, it won't matter anyway, so I don't know why you're even asking me.
Well, maybe
Okay?
you know a good sale. Mark, be helpful.
Listen. If you're having explosive magic tech problems, you need to find somebody who knows magic tech.
Do you know
Okay.
someone who knows magic tech? You work in the tech industry. Do you
Yeah.
have
We
any
do know
advice?
Cowboy.
I
Hold
know.
on. You know somebody with magic, Mark?
I know people, but I don't have any people here who,
Mark, can
do
you get me
stuff.
the information? Mark, can you get
I'm
me
not
the magic
inflicting you
tech?
on anybody else. No.
Mark, please, Mark. It's actually for a really good reason, okay? There's
Mhm.
something really evil going on at the school, super
Mm.
evil, and people are
Super
gonna
evil, huh?
die.
Oh no.
People are gonna die,
Yeah.
and I promise, if you pile me off to someone else, I'll never call you again.
Make a convince roll. Roll to convince.
I use my customer service smile. And I think that's literally all I got to convince him. I think I should get a +1 because of how much he hates me for this, Thomas.
The fact that we're allowing her to roll is because
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
let's see what it is. Da-da-da-da.
Damn.
Ooh.
An MC move. I'm gonna give you frustrated 2, Juniper, because I think you just lose your composure at this point and just go, Mark, I swear to God, if you don't just help me out. And eventually, you do not realize that he hung up a while ago, unfortunately.
Sorry, this is like a reflection of like any time I call tech support. Like I'm just trying so hard to hold it together. I'm like, yes, I did turn it on and off.
Oh no, we're going through a
Thomas,
tunnel.
I-
We're breaking off. It's like, you're in an office. Oh no.
Okay, we need some magic tech guy. And
So-
Mark's being an asshole.
A real quick question.
Question.
Yes.
Yes, so we talked about this a little out of characters. This might be a little mad, but what do we know about like the vigilantes? People who actually
yes.
solve issues
You, Lila, probably
rather than
know
going to heal.
the most. Even then, it's like it's a fairly sort of insular organization because they don't trust just anybody to decide what justice is and how to effectively fight for it. So it's not exactly an organization that's easy to join or ask a favor of. However, if there is a problem where it's like, I don't want to call Eagle Eye about this, they're useless. You do know that they have a hotline effectively, and it is not super reliable, but it kind of depends on the sort of severity of what you're telling them about. Triage.
Okay, do we know if Sam is connected to them?
You don't know. It wouldn't be too surprising. He certainly seemed to, be of the type of has a very
Okay.
specific aesthetic and is magically competent and solves problems.
Okay, then I'm gonna call Sam to see if we can get an in.
Well, this is
Because
Sam.
he's also, hey,
Howdy.
this is Lila. You remember the bug problem?
Mm-hmm. Happy to say
Yeah.
that's been clearing up lately. Don't know what you did, but I've had less problems to deal with.
a long story.
Mm.
We're having some issues. As you know, we fancy ourselves kind of amateur investigators, and we may have bit off a little more than we can chew. And I know there's a hotline for this, but it's not reliable. Are you associated with the vigilantes?
I've done some work for them in the past, yeah.
Okay, so maybe if you back our case, maybe you could get us some reliable help.
You helped me out before, but I also helped you out in kind. If you can explain exactly what it is you need, we can see what I can do.
Magical tech guy! Magical tech guy!
Yeah,
Yes.
Is that the June bug?
Yep.
Tell her
That's
hi
actually
from me.
cute. That's cute. He says hi. So
Cute bug.
yeah.
I ship it. Sorry. What? Who said that?
So we're having this issue where we obtained some information, possibly in a legally dubious manner, and it blew up a laptop. We also have some physical papers that petrified one of us for a short period of time. All of this is related to a murder investigation. Possibly also related to someone who had their soul ripped into pieces and is
Damn.
currently being held in magical servitude.
So someone else is going to get murdered, and
And somebody else is going to get murdered too.
Sounds like you've been getting your fingers sticky.
Yep.
This is definitely something that'll interest the vigilantes, but sounds like you're dealing with things that are dangerous, so I ain't gonna tell you to be careful, but keep an eye out.
Yeah. We're aware.
If you're dealing with exploding tech and high-level magical encryption, then you've uncovered something big. So.
Yes! Our principal killed people!
Yeah, it's the dean.
Ain't that just the way?
Yeah. Is there maybe like a safe house or something?
This ain't TV show, little lady. They got a little rented out place that they use. Think it's a gym.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so we're just gonna go find like a Motel 8 somewhere. Cool.
You're not going home? Why?
Because if anyone is gonna catch on to this, I mean, I guess
Natalie
in your
in danger?
professional
Natalie
opinion,
can't leave.
should we go to ground or should we act normal?
People know you did it?
We're not entirely sure. I mean, a gargoyle at least knows our voices.
We're not the most subtle people in the world.
Yeah,
We
we're
have
not
purple
very
hair.
subtle.
I'd say lay low for now. Act natural-like. If things start to look like they're getting bad, have an escape route. Can you do that?
Okay. Understood.
If you get into serious trouble, call me. Can't guarantee I'll be there, but I'll ride my steed as fast as I can.
Sounds good, cowboy.
Alright. Be careful.
Okay. Thanks. Have a good night. And I hang up. Okay, well that was enlightening.
We get the location for Vigilante Squad?
Do
Do they wear masks? Do they have superhero capes? Natalie's really into comics. She's kind of a nerd. And, like, I'm wondering if they wear the leotards, too.
Oh my gosh, Natalie definitely reads Lila's comic but doesn't know Lila makes it.
Was she really sad that it ended? Because it's like, we've reached the point where she's not doing that right now. So
Yeah, that's true.
we're looking for the next big idea. Okay, so we're just gonna act casual and just, see what happens.
Wait, so are we meeting the Vigilantes or not?
He's gonna put in a word.
So we have
And
to
then-
wait?
Yeah, we have to wait.
What if we just show up? Because you told us where they live. They live in a gym. Let's just show up to the gym and say,
It could
"Hi."
be any gym.
How many gyms are there?
How many gyms are there, including yours?
Including cults and universities, or excluding cults and universities?
I'm assuming that they're
cults and
not going to
universities,
be
like-
using a cult or university gym, Thomas.
You never know.
Very true.
There's a fair amount in different studios as well that do different things. It is not
Yeah.
it won't be a quick, oh, is it this one, this one. It'll be like a significant list to go down.
Yeah, it would take more than a few days to hit all of them.
Well, at least we're doing something. Because I don't. I'd feel bad if I blew up Natalie's computer, but I do want to read the emails. That's how she does all her business.
Okay. Let's hit a couple of thrift shops and like pawn stores, and pawn shops and stuff like that, and see if anyone has just like a couple of junker computers.
Oh, yeah. And if we're gonna be in a lot of danger, maybe I should see if my friend Cinder wants to sleep over. She's really good at punching things.
Knows those good flips.
Yeah. God, I should probably do some extra training sessions. Someone's gonna try to kill us.
Oh boy.
Can I
Okay.
borrow your phone? I'm gonna text her real quick.
Yeah, sure. I pass it over.
Okay.
We're really calling all the people that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, Verity, the Majestic will be arriving very, very soon, and so if you'd like, you could potentially split up. Some of you go look for old computers while Verity goes back. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Verity will also. I don't know. Is the Majestic coming? Like, is that only for commune members or like open invitation?
It's a pretty It's like it means a lot to the commune members. It would be
Okay.
strange to have guests
Okay.
who aren't.
No, you're
commune
fine. I
affiliated.
was just thinking like, should I extend an invitation?
Sure.
But no, we're good.
You could probably say something along the lines of like, once we've done all the things, whatever those, like the ceremonial things, feel free to come by and get some food and maybe hear the good word of Omnius.
Praise Omnius. Have a good day, guys.
Have a great day. It's a great day. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun. If
So
it gets call us so we can save you.
What? What do
What?
you think I'm doing? I'm just going to see the Why would I? I will be the safest person I will have ever been.
Okay.
Okay.
There's like plus 20 skepticism.
all right. So Verity, you head back to the commune. Lila and Juniper, you start looking around for any sort of cheap electronics you can use to sort of read the stuff you found, and if it does prove volatile again, hopefully it won't be any huge loss.
And I also do call Cinder and see if she wants to come hang out for extra protection.
she kind of gives you a sort of just like, I kind of have plans tonight, and then you say, I need a bodyguard, and she's like, rad, I'm in.
Nice.
All right, so Verity, you head over to the commune, and when you get there, it's pretty good because you arrive there just in time, because moments after you sort of like get back into your vestments and sort of arrange them a little bit, some of your fellow members are just like, oh, interesting choices you made there, trying to impress the Majestic.
Pretty picks at their clothes and they're like, my friends just really had strong opinions on the traditional robe. I can go change into the extra ones.
As you're heading off, you hear one of your commune siblings run through the front door and say, he's here! He's here! Everybody, he's here! Assume the position! And everybody gets in 2 lines by the doors, flanking sort of the sides of the door, and Ernest goes, I didn't have a chance to sort out my hair, just like furiously sort of like messing with his comb over a little bit, just like clearly very nervous. You can see he's sweating a little bit as well, sort of wipes a bit of it on his robes, and then he says, all right, everybody, hoods up. And then everybody in the commune starts wearing their hoods, and half their face is completely obscured in darkness, leaving just a bit of the nose and the mouth and the chin visible as you all wear your, your Omnius ceremonial important vestments.
Goddamn it, I think Verity's is like, it goes up to like here, and he's like, they're like, fire!
And then the door opens. You are thrilled to see that it doesn't open with a squeak, Verity. Somebody managed to get in and oil the hinges just in time. And the windows look extra crystal clear and shiny. And in strides the Majestic. Now, this is a person who, likewise, is wearing very large, sort of ceremonial magenta vestments, but their hood is also accompanied by a large metallic mask. And this mask has almost a sort of plague doctor sort of visage to it, sort of a long beak and hollow eyes in it as well, where the actual eyes of the Majestic are not visible. And of course, they wear sort of the traditional symbolism of Omnius, which denotes their high rank, which is these very sort of small wing-like additions to their robes that kind of show how they ascend closer to Omnius's will than anybody else. A rather tall gentleman walks in. You can feel the electricity in the air, the excitement, the sort of budding enthusiasm coming from everybody. And you see bonds burning brightly, forming with the Majestic. There is a reverence there. And the Majestic strides in. They appear to be completely alone. And they walk past the various members of your commune, and they brush their way past you, Verity, as well. One of your commune members just goes, "Ee!" just kind of giggles giddily as they pass. And then the Majestic stops in front of Ernest. And Ernest, doing his best to seem officious and reverent as well, does a respectful bow, and he says, "Mighty Majestic, we are so thrilled to be welcoming you today. I must say your visit is truly, truly an honor. I cannot express how wonderful it is to have you grace our halls with your presence." And the Majestic says, "Yes. Who is the one you told me about?" And Ernest says, oh, just you wait. Verity, would you come here a moment?
Verity shuffles forward a little nervously.
And
Still trying to pull their hood down, just like, yep,
the
I'm here.
Majestic, you see this sort of large sort of bird-like appendage look towards you, and they say, "My child, do not be afraid. Come closer." You hear one of the members behind you just say, "Verity's so lucky." And you are here, basking in the presence of the Majestic, perhaps the closest person to Omnius's will in existence. And they say to you, "I have wonderful news for you, my dear sibling," and they place two hands on your shoulders, and their touch feels electric. It's like your first crush sort of touching you for the first time. It is an incredible experience for you.
Senpai.
Exactly. And they say, "Verity, I am thrilled to inform you that Omnius has declared you the Vinculum. This is a great, astounding honor. And as such, it comes with some great responsibilities. Are you ready to show Omnius your faith, child?"
Yes, I mean, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Then join me, brothers, sisters, and siblings. Let us give reverence to Omnius and show our faith. And they raise their hands up, and then suddenly the lights go completely dark. And Verity, you are suddenly in a different kind of atmosphere. You feel a little bit cold. You can kind of hear the sounds of shuffling. And then soon you see the Majestic's mask lit up with this sort of magenta red flare, casting very severe shadows across their face, especially from their large beak. And this flare is extending from their hand. And they say, "Witness the power of Omnius. Witness the assemblage of his faithful. Witness Omnius being set free and finally walking this world."
Uh-oh. I regret this.
When the flare goes up, you can see that there is a sea of cultists here. The Omnius faithful, wearing their large vestments, faces shrouded. And the Majestic gently takes you by the shoulder and say, "I present to you the Vinculum, the one who will set Omnius free." And there is a sudden, roar of cheers from the entire gallery. And the higher up the flare goes, the more people you see are in attendance here, and the less of an idea you get of where you actually are. It seems to just be a dark space filled with all these people. How are you feeling right now, Verity, as you're seeing more Omnius faithful than you have ever seen in your entire life?
I think they're very much overwhelmed because look at all these lovely connections. They've only seen maybe between 20 people, maybe 30 at most, and there's so many here, and they're just crying tears of joy, and just they're all here. Everyone loves each other and so happy and pure, and this is all I've ever wanted.
And you're also in a spot of prestige as well. You have no idea what a Vinculum is, but apparently that's your new
It's
title,
great,
your
yeah.
new role. Don't know where it is in hierarchy, but cool.
Mhm.
You notice that there is a large stone slab that you are being gently pushed towards. And you see that on this stone slab, there is somebody lying down, covered in a white sheet. And the Majestic stands before it and says, "The gateway has been found. Now we shall release Omnius, and Omnius shall repay the faithful." And they lean a bit close to you and they say, "Are you ready, child? Are you ready for what is going to be the best moment of your life?"
Yeah, I'm ready.
And you see, you can just about make out Ernest in the crowd, because it's the only person there who's just doing a very little kind of "I'm so proud of you" little thumbs up from the side.
I do thumbs back to Ernest, just almost like a thanks, Dad.
And the Majestic says, "Stay right here. No need to move. No need to do anything. Omnius has you now." And they step away, and they walk around the slab, and they say, "We have awaited this moment for a long time, and now it is finally upon us." And they gently pull the sheet back, and you instantly recognize the face of Desmond, lying seemingly unconscious on this slab. And the Majestic reaches into their large sleeve and pulls out a very ornate golden dagger.
Oh
and
no.
holds it high up. And you can see the red glare reflecting from the flare that was shot up, shining ever so brightly. And there are murmurs amongst the group of assembled Omnius faithful, just what? sort of a reaction. And the Majestic says, "This is not a time for fear, my brothers, sisters, and siblings. This is a time for celebration. The time for Omnius to be here is at hand. And they slowly turn the dagger around in their grip, and they say, "The key has finally been found, and now we shall free Omnius." And they raise the dagger above their head.
That's
And
not good.
with great force, it plunges down directly into Desmond. And immediately, Verity, you can see that the dagger does not enter flesh, but it enters some kind of mystical magic. And immediately, there is a portal, a rip that tears open from the impact point of where the dagger touched Desmond's body. And you can see a circle growing and growing and growing and growing. And within it, you see a beautiful, foresty, verdant region that, with every passing second, seems to be more dead and dry and sinister the longer you look at it. Vines twisting around, dry branches, spiky and broken here and there. And then suddenly, the circle extends complete, encasing every member of the commune, and bringing them to this location. And the Majestic turns around, and you and everybody there looks at this massive tree that is effectively gigantic and completely wrapped up in vines and brambles and branches and leaves and many, many, many sinister looking spikes as well. And the Majestic gently puts the dagger down on the stone slab where Desmond still lies, and then beckons to you, Verity.
Oh god. No, first I'm checking if Desmond's okay. Fuck Omnius for a second. Is Desmond okay?
In what manner are you checking he's okay?
Um, is he alive? I don't think Verity's great enough to... Yeah, does he have a pulse? That's a great start. Does he have a pulse?
Are you just checking his pulse, or are you just kind of like looking at him intently?
Checking his pulse. I'm running and checking his pulse. Just really quick.
Yeah, you check his pulse. It is there. It is a bit slow, but it is definitely there. And looking at where the knife seemed to enter him, there does not appear to be any visible wound at all. But Desmond doesn't seem okay by any means.
I might point that out just gently, just like one question really quick about the ceremony. That's actually my friend. I didn't know if you know him. We're kind of friends. We might need to get him to the hospital first. Then we can continue this. This is really cool.
The Majestic tilts their head ever so slightly, and you see sort of it appears their beak extends just a little bit every time they lower their head, and they say to you, "The gateway and the key have already served their purpose, faithful one. Now you must fulfill yours. Come."
But
this is Omnius's will.
They look at the they look at the gateway. They look back at Desmond. They're just like, okay. All right, just really quick, and then we go help my friend, right?
Of course. And they extend a hand out to you.
Yeah, I just hurry along, because sooner I get there, sooner I can get back, sooner we can get Desmond to the hospital. I have a -5 in like insight checks, guys. Stop rolling your eyes.
The Majestic starts pushing you towards this massive, twisted, sinister knot of a tree, and starts pulling you closer and closer and closer to it. And they say to you, "Verity, you are the vinculum. You are the one who kept Omnius alive all this time, and you are the one who will bring Omnius back. Are you ready?"
Yeah, I'm ready.
And they put their arms on your shoulders again and sort of direct you towards this thing. You can see just a part of their beak-like sort of protrusion sticking out just in your peripheral vision. And they say, "Then reach out, Verity. Bring Omnius to us in the way that only you can.
Oh God, yeah, all the bonds. Yeah, I guess if they see any bonds, they'll just hold them all in their hand and just pull.
It is a beautiful thing to behold, Verity, because you can see that coming from the source of this massive knotted tree, there are so many bright bonds, luminous even, and you follow them and see that each and every one is directly linked to the heart of everybody in attendance here, yourself included.
Yeah, just I don't know, just like I don't know. Just a lot of weaving and intertwining and just like pulling and just desperately pulling.
Please roll to face danger, Verity.
Okay. Face danger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a miss. Yikes. That was a very bad roll.
All right. Verity. You reach out to these bonds and what they are connected to, and the longer you are here, the more it really sinks in that you are in the presence of Omnius, the great, the powerful, the wondrous, the being that brought you together, that was the foundation of your community, the glue that binds you and your family together, the Omnius. And so much in life have you witnessed people not taking Omnius seriously, calling you a cult of all things. But look, this is vindication. This is proof that your faith was never misguided. This is Omnius. And soon, you will be too. And the tree explodes. With the branches flying open, spiky brambles flying everywhere. You hear the sound of whatever environment you're in, this sort of dead and twisted natural environment, screaming out in pain. You feel the trembles of an earthquake. And inside this prison, there is a small glimmer of light that suddenly turns into a supernova. And you are utterly blown away from the power and divinity that you are witnessing before you. And then, after a moment of you sort of recovering from this bright burst, you feel the bonds coursing through you, like you have now become a conduit of some kind. And you see, from the great, beautiful light, there is a silhouette slowly walking towards you. They are tall. They have great wings. They have a humanoid face, but many feathers, and they have large bird-like legs and very strong talons. What you are seeing before you is the mother of all harpies, and she is walking towards you and reaching out with a hand, and she gently touches your chin. And in that moment, she says, "Took your bloody time, didn't you?" And then, Verity, you feel a complete loss of control as your body, it feels like it explodes into 1,000 pieces. And it feels like whatever remain of senses and consciousness you have left is just jettisoned and pushed away harder than any force you've ever felt. And not only that, you feel it amongst every single member of the commune as well, this sense of them being cast out so that something else can take their place. And you can sense and perceive all of the members of the commune dropping like flies. And in a very brief moment, you see Ernest collapsing to the ground, but he struggles to get up and starts running towards you. And he yells, "Verity! Verity!" And then he collapses. In the commune, all the members who found themselves whisked away to that place arrive. and crumple onto the ground. They're breathing very haggard, a very gaunt look to their features, but alive. And also Desmond is there, lying on the ground, likewise not looking good. But this massive harpy woman stands, stretches, extends her wings, feathers like gigantic blades. And she looks around and she says, "Unbelievable. This is my temple." And she reaches out and she grabs the nearest person with blinding speed, holds them up by the neck, and it is Ernest. And without even looking him in the eyes, she says, "This is how you thought to honor me?" Utterly pitiful. And she drops Ernest, who crumples onto the ground. And then she walks over to Desmond. And she pulls him up as well, kind of holding onto the head of his hair and pulling him up. And he's not even conscious at this point. But she says, "Now, you're gonna help me get my revenge on your little great aunt, because she is going to pay the price 1,000-fold." And that is where we will end tonight's session, everybody. Thank you for watching this very nothing happened episode of Business and Education.
This is what happens when the admins aren't here. We just go off the character.
I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hey, anybody want to plug anything or say anything? Nope, stunned silence. Cool.
Thanks for sticking with us as we have rotating absences. I'm literally 2 states from where I was before, so life is crazy. Thanks for sticking with us and whatever the hell just happened this episode.
So, I think the big takeaway of everything that we're trying to say is that cults are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you can't let one bad apple.
This was the good apple, remember?
Oh yeah.
Thrift shopping for computers
Right?
while this is
I'm
happening.
gonna pop some tags.
I only got $20 in my pocket.
Oh,
I'm so
boy.
glad Lila, Cinder, and Juniper are having a girls' trip out shopping for computers while the world's ending.
Yeah. Bro, what? The world's obvious is here. Praise.
It's obvious. Obvious is here. It's time for celebration.
Oh
Tidy
man,
Kai.
it's a bird god too. June doesn't like bird gods. That's
Is this thing related to the Deans?
I think so. They're bird people. It's a bird god. They sacrifice people for fun. So does whatever this
People just
is.
hate birds in this world, I guess.
Look,
Sacrificing
birds.
things to the rift? Were they? I don't know. I have so many questions.
I don't know what. I know that you said this was gonna be a big one, Thomas, but like, damn, okay. You were lying. That wasn't small. That was.
So, once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Our music was provided by and if somebody could get the art link very quickly in the chat, that'd be great.
Right. It's sorry, I just can't. What just happened?
I got it.
We're processing.
I got it.
Our
This
music
Desmond
was
alive.
provided.
Is he back?
Music was provided by Hyson from the album soundtrack for The Wearies Volume 1 and 2, and from XTekeru X from the albums Victim and Demonize. Our art was made by the incredible Maxine Azara, who made those beautiful character portraits that you see on gracing the screen before you right now. Truly beautiful. I'll be able to get that art link to the art station in there.
I got it right now.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Everything is so good right now.
And that's it from me. If there's any final plugs or any final words, now's the time.
Oh.
Otherwise,
Hey, I'm in another Study Miss game, Dead Winters, that's gonna premiere next week. Come
Hell
see
yeah.
what
Ooh.
happens there. Man, hopefully there's no colds. Just just in general, cults are kind of bad, guys.
Oh boy.
Name 3 bad things that cult did. You can't name any. Anyway, on that note, let's call it an evening there. Thanks to my wonderful players as always. We'll see you next time, 2 weeks. And until then, is this an education?
No, it's a sacrifice to a god!
The answer might be no, fellas. We'll
Hmm.
see.
Tune in next time to find out. All right, take care. Good night, everybody. Bye.